Isn't like a normal show here on Hochanda. It involves a falling price auction, which means the price continues to plummet until the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. Regardless of when you call to register your bid or added that item to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Shelley from Craft Creations. Craft Creations has been around for 30 years. It started off in the director's bedroom, just a few card blanks, and we've grown and grown. We now manufacture die-cut decoupage, we do our printing, we manufacture card blanks and peel-off stickers as well. We love coming on Hochanda to bring you all of our products to show you just how to make some really beautiful cards. One of the things that we are really famous for is our peel-off stickers. So we have the gold label peel-off sticker range. We have lots of different colours, plain colours, glitter colours, literally every single colour under the sun. So make sure you don't miss the Craft Creations shows here on Hochanda.
Oh, sorry, I was just having a bit of a dance. It's our staff party tonight, and I can't go. However, I'm having a bit of a disco this morning to compensate. How are you this morning? I hope you're well. It is raining outside, raining very, very badly, so stay with us because we've got Craft Price Drop. And during Craft Price Drop, there are 5 lots that are going to go under £10. Yes, so please stay with us for the whole complete hour because this is going to be a great hour for you to get your Christmas presents. Let's tell you how it works. Right, Craft Price Drop is where you can back yourself a bargain. We give you items, we'll show you the genuine start price, and then you need to look at that now at price. The more of you that come in, the lower that price goes down. Underneath there, we'll show you how many we've got left. You'll see that your UK P&P is right there. However, if you are a Freedom member, there is no UK P&P or European P&P or USA P&P if you are a Freedom member. To become a Freedom member, 88888 in your basket, head to the website, see all the T's and C's with that. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's go. Nearly said cook. Right, 356207 is your item number. You're getting a set of 5. Now, these are 100% cotton. They are multi-heart collection. These are very nice. They're 1 metre by 112 centimetres. That's 100 centimetres by 112 centimetres. Right, let's take a look at the different patterns, albeit they're all the same, but they look different on each colourway. So where shall we start? Let's confuse the director of this show and say, let's start with the pink. But which pink? Light pink. Oh, yes, there we go. So with this light pink material that you've got just here, you can see we've got the love hearts on there. We have got, well, it's like a crisscross pattern, isn't it? Like that. They were a good duo, weren't they? Crisscross. Yes, they were. Right, although I've got a friend called Steve Cross, and every time I saw him, I used to call him Criss Cross. It was terrible. Got it mixed up all the time. Anyway, we've got love hearts on here, which are beautiful. We've got them in white, and we've got the whites surrounding, and then you've got the little dots as well. And that pattern is the same on the baby blue, the baby blue. On the green, it's like a sage green, would you say? Maybe. And then we've got the lovely white with the red hearts. And then we have got the deeper pink with the love hearts right there. These really are lovely materials to work with. If you're patchworking, for example, however, you don't want to be paying that price, do you? The genuine start price was £40. Shall we see where it goes? We've got Lottie today pressing that button. Lottie says, hey. And Lottie does. Lottie does. Anyway, £24.47. That is a great price. Okay, you can use these for your patchworking. You could use these to make a little dress. Shall I show you how big the size is? Because seeing it on the screen and then seeing it for real gives you a better idea of what you're going to do with it. Oh my God, that is huge, isn't it? That is a large area. Well, it would be 1 metre by 112 centimetres. So it might be the fact that you're making a dress from this, something for the table, something for the home. So that is the pink. Let's leave this one out so you can see the pattern a little longer. Right, so that price is coming down. These are beautiful. 100% cotton, which means using your 100% cotton threads is ideal for this. That price coming down again, because I can't speak this morning. Let's have a look. £21.50. That's a good deal. Remember, you're getting 5 pieces. You're getting the 2 shades of pink, you're getting the red, you're getting the green, and you're getting the blue. All of them included. So it works out to be £4.30 each. That is an absolute bargain. Now, it might be that you want to make some cushions, or you might want to make some pyjamas would look nice in this, wouldn't it? Yeah, some nice pyjamas. You could make a nice little summer top. I think some nice little dresses for little girls would be lovely. You could make a night dress out of these. It's 100% cotton, so no flannelette, no polyester to go zip-zap pow in the night. Have you ever worn a polyester night dress? Ladies, gentlemen, please agree with me. You know, when you get out of bed for that comfort break in the middle of the night, sparks fly, don't they? My sister used to tease me. She used to go, look, I'm going to set the place on fire. Sorry, it's just bringing back a memory. I was traumatised by that. So now, no polyester night dresses in my house. Right, I wear pyjamas. Okay, it explains a lot, doesn't it? £20.25 is the current price that these 5 beautiful pieces of fabric are at. It's nearly half price. So there's your pink. Shall I open another one and show you? Okay, now we've only got 8 left, so I'm going to need to be quick. I'm going to show you the green. I like the green. Right, 7 left, 7 remaining. Something like this is going to be fantastic, if not for Christmas, for the new year, to make and create some gifts and presents, and something to keep you entertained. Let me just open that up. There you go. That's lovely. Now you can see the pattern on there. The creases are optional. You can iron those out if you want to. But the size of these fabrics is a great size. It really is. It could be, yeah, do you know something? If you're having a garden party, this would make a lovely set of napkins and table placements. But we've only got 3 left. We've been busy for these this morning. I knew we would be. It's excellent value for money, £20.17. If you want to get in and get these, then you do need to be quick. With only 3 remaining, that means there might be someone on the phone, someone on the website. If you're ordering on the website, it's the easy way to order as well. Remember, if you're a Freedom member, that is a delivered price. You're not paying any extra. If you're not a Freedom member, then that is the P&P underneath. And the final one has gone to Susan in Evesham. Evesham. Yes, not Evesham, Evesham. That price was locked. That was a good price to start with. £20.17. Now remember, 5 of our lots today, 5 of our lots are going under £10. And this is one of them. Right. I'm excited about this because, again, I know I keep barking on about Christmas, but I can't help it because I'm thinking now this would make a fantastic gift for Christmas. Now, the top of this K has snapped off, I will admit that, but that's just because it's come from our shelves and something happened along the way. However, your K will be complete. So that's exciting. Let me just lift this up to show you what that will look like when you get it home. There you go. Oh, there you go. I'll leave that one there. So it's MDF. You get, which, yes, it's MDF, Muduf. Creative Expressions, thank Lottie for that one. Creative Expressions, you're getting 5 packs of Muduf MDF shapes in assorted designs. 5 designs in total. Right, let's see what we've got. What have we got? This one, what does that say on there? Mobile phone set. Oh, you get a set of 6 in there. That's really cool, isn't it? And it really looks like a mobile phone, doesn't it? Well, it's a set, so you can actually make and create some lovely scenes. Let me just turn this around. You've got some speech bubbles, because we use our phones to call a lot now, don't we? So you've got your speech bubbles just there. You could, of course, turn it into a text bubble, or a Snapchat bubble, or a WhatsApp bubble, or a Facebook Messenger, or a Tinder, or Grindr, whatever you want, but it could be there for you. Right, next one along. Look at this. Is that a bone or is it an eye? Let's have a look. It's a ribbon spool, of course. You get a 6 in there. The next one along, let's take a look. Ah, these are speech bubbles. Yes, speech bubbles. You're getting 12. Some nice little cloudy ones, some nice smooth ones. And then you've got mini tree elements, but you could use it as bunting if you want to. Let's turn that round. You've got lots of different shapes in there. This is going to be great value for money. Remember, we said this is going below £10 or under. Now, a promise is a promise, and Lottie's just realised what she's promised, so now Lottie has to do the do. And also bring the price down. £23.91, now down to £9.98. Oh, come on, this is fabulous. Now, hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's drop that. Remember, there's a little bit missing from here. You will have yours intact. You've got two bits there. So you've got the frame and you've got the back part. So this would be nice. You can get that chalky paint, can't you? Or blackboard paint, chalkboard paint that you can paint on there, which would be really good. So you could have that on there. Or you could use this to put some pictures on, or recipes, or anything you like, really. I love that. Fantastic. And such a great price as well. £9.98. Only 10 chances remain. This is going to be a great little Christmas project for you, and give it as a gift. Give it as a gift to your mum, to your dad. Maybe hang it in your own kitchen. £9.98. That's a great price. But if you want this, you do need to come in. Now, if you're a Freedom member, that's a delivered price. Secret Santa, very popular at the moment. If you're spending £10 or under £10 on a Secret Santa, in fact, I need to get my Secret Santa. This could be it. This could be it. I've totally forgotten when we're doing the Christmas. Oh, we're doing it on the 21st. I've just been reminded by Lottie. Sorry, am I making it difficult? Anyway, over here. Sorry. Right, 5 chances, no, only 4 chances remaining. If you are going to get this, remember, you get the kitchen board, your K will be complete, you also get the frame, and you also get all the different elements as well, but only 3 chances remaining. A great Christmas idea, a great gift for yourself, a project. You could give this as a gift rather than making it up to give it as a complete gift. It really is a great deal. Remember, we've got 4 other lots that are going underneath £10. This is just the first one, £9.98. A great price, only 1 remaining. Are you the final one? The last one has gone to Hazel, and she's in Peterborough. Hello, Hazel. Mind you, I could shout that, couldn't we? It on the road. Hello, Hazel. Craft price drop has locked that price at £9.98. That is a fantastic deal. Good morning, I hope you're well. This is Craft Price Drop. We come to you at 7 a.m. in the morning, 11 a.m. when we're online only, and 7 p.m. in the evening. We broadcast in the UK, in Europe, and in America as well. And if you're a Freedom member, which most of our customers are in America, then your P&P is included. So take a look at the website if you want to become a Freedom member, and that means you're not paying any postage or packaging on your deals. Let's face it, when you are buying things for Christmas, that's the one thing that sometimes could turn your head elsewhere. Become a Freedom member. Take advantage of that. Right, we're moving on. We've got another lot for you. And now with Craft Price Drop, we do like to bring you variety. Excuse me. So we do have some crochet ribbon here. Oh my goodness, I've just been told this is another under £10. Get in early for this. Check out your baskets and you too will be paying the lowest price, which is going to be £10 or under. £28.80 it starts at, but Lottie, I'm afraid you're going to have to get this in early. Let's keep our promise. Let's have this at £10 or less. 040280 is your item number. Now £9.97. Right, let's take a look at the different designs we have got on here. First of all, this is really nice. You can colour this with your alcohol pens or your paints. This is gorgeous. Now this feels, let me just pop that down there. This feels like crochet ribbon. Yeah, it does. It's really nice. Such detail in there, isn't there? I think these would be great for your mixed media projects, great for your cards, great for maybe putting around the bottom of a candle, maybe having a garden party or something, look nice outside. You could double up if you want to, and then just make it thicker. But it's lovely. Yeah, weddings would be perfect, would they not? Lovely. So that's your first spool, and it is 1.5 inch by 6 yards. Oh, is that 5 or 6? Oh, I've not got my glasses on. It is 5. It is 5. It looks like it. Yeah, it is 5. It just looks like the 6 is joining up. I don't have my glasses, sorry. Yeah, 1.5 inches by 5 yards. And you measure a yard from your nose to the end of your arm. That's something I did. Yeah, something I did learn at school. That's a yard. That's a yard. Pretty much for everyone. That's how we were taught to measure a yard at school. Right. I have got an incredibly big nose and I don't have very long arms. But you see, the short arms and the long nose make up for it. Right. Now, just taking a look at the design. Are they all the same design? Let me just check. Crochet ribbon, I believe they could be. Can I take the packaging off? Another one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right. Yes, these are the same design, which is excellent because it gives you a chance to then use some of these in white, have them in a different colour, and you know you've got more of this same beautiful design for you to work with. Only 14 chances remaining. If there are 5 yards on each spool, yes, that makes 20 yards of this beautiful crochet ribbon. Get in now, get in early, only 14 left, your P&P is included, and that price is £9.83. I don't see you're going to find this anywhere else at that price. This is Craft Price Drop. This is where we bring the price down. The original price of £28.80 is a genuine start price. That's normally the price you would pay. It's now working out to be 50p a yard. Is that right? 20 times 50p is £10. Less than 50p a yard. Can't work it out, sorry. Right. Yeah, 49p. 9 chances left, including your P&P. This is a great price. And this is why you're watching Craft Price Drop, because you get your fantastic deals. Right, now let's play geography with me. Right, we have got Maria in London, or Lundillian, as they used to call it in the day. We've got Jacqueline from Hull. My friend's there at the moment. If you see her, say hello. Janice in Houghton. Hello, no, I'm here. Right, we've also got Kaylee in St Neots. We've got Caroline in Ipswich. We've got Diana in... we have got... because it didn't say. We've got Carol in Walsall. We've got Christine in Isle of Man. How is the Isle of Man? We've got Susan in Sheerness. Sheerness. I hope I pronounced that right. Oh, we've got Doreen in Lugiborough. Hi, Doran. Doran. And we have got Susan in Dorchester and Sue in Weston-super-Mare. We've got somebody coming from Weston-super-Mare today, a little later on. 3 remaining. These are a fabulous deal, they really are. If you are a dressmaker, these are going to be gorgeous. If you want to put these as trimming on your home decor, absolutely fantastic. Only £9.83, but only two chances left to get hold of those. If you want to come in and get hold of them this morning, you can do it Hochanda.com, or you can do it on the phone lines. And we have got the call centre working very hard this morning. Good morning, call centre. Hello, Daniel. Hello, all the crew. 1 remaining, and the last one has gone to Rosemary. Well done. That was a good deal. That was a good deal. Thank you very much. And the price has locked. That price has locked at £9.83. Where was Rosemary from, by the way, Lottie? Ooh. From... Godalming. Godalming. I hope I pronounced that right. Right, now there's lots of conversations on our Facebook Live. Now there's lots of conversations going on our Facebook Live discussing who will be working tomorrow, because tonight is the Hochanda staff party. Unfortunately, I can't make it. I had plans arranged a long time ago that I can't change. Wish I could, but I can't. Now, I wonder who will work tomorrow. Ben, are you coming in tomorrow?
No, I'm actually on holiday tomorrow.
Ben's on holiday tomorrow. Nice call, Ben. Proper holiday or holiday?
No, actually holiday.
No, actually, are you going away?
I'm going away. Yeah, I'm going away for my sister's birthday.
Are you? Oh, how lovely. Where are you going?
I would like to, well, as much as I'd love all of you to come and join us.
Can we hear Ben, by the way? He's talking, yes, yeah.
We're going to Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes. Snowdome? Oh no, that's in Tamworth. Milton Keynes is called Escape. Right, so the team tomorrow is Lottie, who is going to the party tonight after getting up at an unearthly hour, and Jack, floor manager. Now, I'm not sure who's directing. Are you going to the party tonight, Andy? No, because we know what happened when you went to the summer party. Yes. All I'll say was lake, canoe, and 6 a.m. in the morning. End of story. Right. No lakes or canoes tonight at the party. I've got the day off tomorrow, so I'm not sure who is in tomorrow. However, please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you're well, and I hope you're enjoying yourself in the run-up to Christmas. I put up my tree yesterday, and I put a picture of it on my Facebook, Janice Phillips, on Hochanda TV. Give me a like if you can. I'm trying to get as many likes as I can get before Christmas, so I'd really like to help me out, because Charlie's got loads of likes. Was that good English? Sorry. Charlie's got lots of likes, so's Hayley, so's Dave, so's Yanis. Remember, I'm Janice, if you're looking, not Yanis. He's got lots of likes. I'd like some. I think maybe that's what's happened to a few of my likes. I'm only kidding. Yanis is great. He's got lots of likes. I want some likes. Right, OK, let's continue. 465507, thank you for all your comments, by the way. Spellbinders, shape abilities, we've got 3 die sets. We've got the ornamental tags, 1. We have got the artist trading cards, and 8 dies in total. Is that right? Ornamental tags, artist and trading cards. Artist trading cards and ornamental tags. It's all there on your screen, and let's show you right here. We're starting with ornamental tags 3. Oh, these are nice. I like these. Now, the great thing about this, I'm just going to explain something to you guys at home, is that I have no idea where that is on the counter, because our lovely director has gone really close, and I'm... it's here, right, yes. It's really complicated when it's all back to front. It is. Right, here we go. Okay. These are lovely. Oh, which one is it? Is that one? Yes, let's pick this up and show you. Which way would these go? Could you have that? You could have that way, you could have that way. Now, let me just make sure, yes, you have got separate dies in here, so the inner part, you could take that out and use that separately if you want to. You could use that for various things. You could use it for a picture, a sentiment, for example. Really nice, really, or for an aperture, like an opening or something. Right, the next one along is, oh, these are the artist trading cards. I love these. So you've got the embossing that goes around the edge, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. Now these remind me of something. Could be windows, calling cards, but these are your artist trading cards. No calling cards, business cards. Right. Next along, oh, I like this one. Now that price is already starting to drop. £40.92, genuine start price. That's my favourite, ornamental tags 1. That is, now that looks like, well, the way it's positioned at the moment, it looks like a candle. Or a very fancy guitar. Let's put that the same way, there you go, same way as it shows on the packaging. Very, very nice, and you'll see that that part comes out, so you can use that separately, you can add your sentiments, you can mat and layer. So the middle part comes out and that's your die on the side. Right, let's bring that price down, excuse me, because that's what it's all about. Craft price drop. £40.92, where is that price going to go? Now remember, your P&P's included £16.50. That is a huge drop. That is a huge drop. Now that is the price of that one. The artist trading cards. ATC. ATC. Do you know what ATC stands for? Area Traffic Control. And that's where I used to work. Yes, area traffic control. I used to sit in front of all the cameras and I used to tell everybody all about the traffic situations in Leicester. ATC, early in the morning and last thing in the evening. ATC, area traffic control. Right, £16.37. Because I told you that story, let's get a better price. Let's get a better price. Lottie, lot. Let's get the lot down. £40.92. Well done, Lottie, £14.97. That is a great price. Now, I don't see my big button anywhere today. Yes. Oh, the big button. I can override Lottie. Maybe I could bring it in later. £14.97. Ben. Thank you, Ben. We'll have that in later. Oh my goodness. And you know Ben was hurt during the making of that segment. He's limping. Are you all right? He's all right. He's okay. Tears of laughter, not of hurt. Anyway, great to have your company. We've only got 4. Sorry, that was funny. Right, only 2 remain. Poor Ben. 2 remaining. Get this for Ben. Only 1 remaining. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gone to Patricia. I do apologise. Sorry, it's not kids' TV.
Price lock.
Oh, £14.97. Oh my goodness. We do have a bit of a giggle though, don't we? And that's what it's all about. If you start the day laughing, you'll continue the day doing it right, in a good mood, because laughter is the best medicine for everything. Apart from if you've got an achy jaw, then it's not very good at all. Right, let's move on because we've got some more lots to get through. And we've still got those lots to go under £10. I don't know if this is going to be one. We're not sure. 367382 is your item number. You're getting us, this is great, you're getting a set of 4 eco-friendly ink pads, blotter, lavender, amethyst and fountain blue. Ah, dear. I was laughing with Ben, not at him. I'll bring Ben in a moment to show you that he is okay. I wasn't laughing at him, but it was hilarious, you've got to admit. Anyway, right, what have we got here? Let's take a look. Can I open one of these up? That's good. Now, you've got a good size there. Oh, I've just... yeah. Which is really good for your stamps, which is really nice, so you can dab it on or you can smudge it in. Now this one is well, it says blotter, so that is the blotter. Yeah, it's the blotter, you see, have faith. No, I don't have my glasses on. Lavender organza, just there. Which is lovely. Really like that. Let's grab this. And this one is your fountain blue. Fountain blue. The colour you see on the front is the colour that it will be. And then you have got your amethyst. Oh, which is a really good stone, actually, if you can get that in your homes. OK. All of these, £20.92. Now, I think that is a great price as it stands, but this is craft price drop, so let's bring that price down. 367382. Now, remember, we said at the start of the show that we are going to have some lots going under £10. Ta-da! This is going to be one of them. Now, if you want to check out your baskets right now, you can. You too will be paying the lowest price along with everyone else. If you've already checked out your basket because you noted this was going to be a bargain, then good on you. Now, I'm being told there's a bit of a catch. What's that, Lottie? We've only got 5 left. If you want to come and get hold of these, that's your telephone number. Do pick up the phones, do get hold of these and check out your baskets early. Assure yourself of the product by checking out if you're on the website. There you go, we've only got 4 remaining. These are excellent value for money. You're getting all 4. Some great colours there, and you've also got the way to in your blotter. What was I saying? Right, £9.95. We've only got 1 remaining. My goodness, these went quick, but I knew they would. And they're fabulous because they will stack up as well very, very neatly. So well done. The final one has gone. Price lock. And that price has been locked at a great price, and that was very quick, wasn't it? £9.95. Now, it's 7:30 in the morning. Have you just woken up? Good morning. I was up at 4 this morning. I was in the car driving down the motorways, very, very bad conditions. Nearly got wiped out by a lorry. Again. What is it with these lorries? They don't see you. They drive. Lorry pulled out, then a van pulled out. I'm sorry, it's true. And then I nearly went over the Central Reservation. So I bit my horn politely and everyone pulled back. So please do take it easy when you're on the roads, whether you're driving a lorry, whether you're driving a van, whether you're on a motorbike. Slow down, take it easy. Let's all make it to Christmas. Right, here's another lot. Let's take a look at this. Oh, I like this. Hope, inspire and faith. Well, we hope to inspire you and we have faith that the price is going to be right. 239300 is your item number. You're getting 6 dies because you're getting the outie and the innie. So you can cut the outline and you can cut the letters to go inside. Love this. Right, £19.47. It's a great price for 3, but we're going to bring that down. And the price will include your P&P if you are a Freedom member. We promised you that price is coming down. I'm going to show you the dies. I'm going to turn them around in a moment's time. £19.47. No more, because this is going under £10. I would put these down as your essentials for your card making, because they're great inspirations, aren't they? You've got hope. That's going to look fantastic in your card making, your art journaling, for example, using inspire or faith for example. I said that a lot, didn't I? Example. So here is your hope, and on your hope you'll see, excuse me a moment, there you go. There's 2 parts to it. So you've got your hope on the outside, that's what we call the outie, and then you've got hope, the lettering, which goes inside. So you can have these two different colours, which will create that shadow effect. So there's your hope, and there's your hope. And that's the same on each one, whether you're going for the faith, the hope, or the inspire. Let me just pop that back down there. So that is your size of your hope. Here is your size for your inspiration, your inspire. And then let me show you the size we've got here for your faith. So have faith, yes, have faith in all you do, and have faith in your crafting, and have faith in us to deliver those great prices time and time again. £9.63 for all three. For all three, so that's about £3.33 a piece. Something that you will use again and again and again, but that price coming down yet again, and that's what we like here on Craft Price Drop. A great way to get what you want for the price that you want to pay. £9.50 is better than half price. However, we do need to tell you how many we've got left, because we've only got 8. If you're on the website and you have them now, please do check out your baskets. Remember, everyone pays the lowest price, and your credit card or debit card will be charged at the end of the auction. And I'm pleased to tell you, no Ben was harmed during this auction either. 7 chances remaining to get hold of these. Your essentials, your hope, your inspire, and your faith. Add these to your cards. I think they're going to look gorgeous because you've got the outer layer and the inside, giving you that effect of a shadow. You can have different colours. You could just perhaps place faith on a card and have some nouveau drops around the outside. You could have inspire and have some glisten if you want to. A great price at £9.50. You might want to use these on your art journaling, which would be nice. Have a bit of inspiration, a bit of faith for the future. £9.50. Only 3 remaining. Can't get my words out this morning. 3 remaining. 239300 is your item number. This is a great deal for all 3. Again, these are your essentials. And this is what Craft Price Drop is all about. If you want to get hold of it, we've only got 1 remaining. Susan, you got the final one. Well done, Susan. Congratulations.
Price lock.
Remember, you've got to be in it to win it, and everyone pays the lowest price. £9.50. Get involved as early as you can, knowing the price is going to fall. Now, we're always busy when we bring you this fantastic bag with us. Now, there is something already in the bag, actually, Ben, so may I hand that back to you? Can you hand that back to me, Ben? Thank you. There you go. Just wanted to show you that Ben was okay. Okay, so what we've got here is a fabulous bag. It really is. Nice design. The handles at the top, of course, will take the weight of what you've got inside. Reinforced along the edge with that particular fixing. And then at the front, we've got a zip. And you open the zip and you can place things inside. You've got a dual zip on here, which is handy, isn't it? Because you can go down one side, have a peek what you've got, hello, and then put it down that side, and here you go. So off you go, you do your sewing, and then you can just simply place that back up. You can zip it up, and off you go. Now, I know you know how a bag works, but I do need to tell you a few of the features. The handles, important. Why? Because they're reinforced. Underneath, let's see, flat bottom. Let's turn that underneath. You've got the flat bottom with the feet on there as well. Okay, so that's important for you to know. Also important for you to know is that we have a pocket on the front as well, so you can put your additional crafting items, and then when you're not crafting, you could use it to go on a budget airline, because this would probably fit in the overhead. Don't quote me on that, do measure it before you go on a trip. Right, so not just for sewing machines though. Let's open this out and let's have a look at the price, £23.52. That price is falling. Now the size of this you can see on the screen, but I will tell you it's 46 by 33 by 22 centimetres. So we have got the Genome sewing machine, and we're going to give that to our very own Ben, who is fine, or Jermaine as we like to call him, and now that price has gone down to £14.50. Let's pick this up And let's put this in. There you go. So that fits in there. I'll tell you something. There's quite a bit of room in here. Look at that when we open that up. Nice pink inside as well, which is a really nice colour. I love that. And then the double zip. If you want to get hold of this, £14.29 would make an excellent gift for somebody. Even if you don't go anywhere, it's going to be a nice way to house your sewing machines for a little bit of storage. Ben has got me some card, A3 card. A3 card in this bag, Ben. Let's see. A3 card in the bag with a Gemini. Love that. Now, of course, do bear in mind what you put in the bag. Test the weight before you carry it. Let's see what else we can put inside the bag. Ooh, we've got something to warm the chest. We have got a Palo Pancho coming up later with our friend, Frenchie. Can't wait to see Frenchie. And that's on Hochanda at 12 o'clock. So please do tune in. Right, so let's close the bag. My goodness, we can put a lot. Do you know something? I could probably get in that bag. Shall I try? I think I could get in this bag. If we emptied everything out, I don't know whether I should try that. Anyway, £24.99. Ben has bought something else to put in the bags. That price goes down to £12.47. That price is a snip at the price it began at. Let's put some fantastic fabric scissors in there, because that's what you want. Fabric scissors by Mill Shop Online, and that's coming up with Tilly at 8 o'clock. Sorry, I know you're there. So that's in the bag. My good, I think we can fit some more in the bag. But we've only got 9 left. We've only got 9 remaining. If you do want to come and get hold of this, please check out now. Yes, Ben, bring it on. Let's see if we can get it in. Come on. Because remember, we've got a front pocket as well. Let's see if we can fit the button in the bag. We can almost get the button in the bag. It just shows you've got... There you go. I can't press it down anymore to get it in, that's it. I'm not going to try. Do you know what I can... Oh. Oh! Take that lovely crafted button away from me. If you do want to get hold of this bag, we've only got 3 remaining until it's gone. Until it's gone. It's a great price, £12.47. Great gift for Christmas. Great gift for yourself. Keep everything organised, whether you are travelling with it or whether you are just staying at home. Remember, oh, Patricia's got the last one. I was going to tell you a little bit more about that, but there you go. No more bag facts. The price has locked. £12.47. Ah, it's a great price, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, bag facts. Bag facts. Now, we had somebody in our Facebook live chat saying they were waiting for these. So if that's you, and apologies if we can't remember, just a lot of you chatting today, they're here. It is great to have your company. This is Craft Price Drop. We do broadcast in the UK, in Europe and in America. So there's lots of people watching today, very early on this Friday morning. I can't believe it's Friday. Wow, it's Friday. Staff party tonight here at Hochanda. So all I'll say, Craft Price Droppers, please tune in tomorrow morning. It's going to be hilarious. Of course, we're all professional. Andy's in tomorrow. He will be directing. It's going to be a good boy tonight, aren't you, Andy? He says, what? I don't understand. But he is. He's going to be here bright and fresh. You're looking quite fresh today. You had a shave. Yeah. A haircut? Yeah. Done some eyebrow plucking? Beautiful. Looking good, looking good. He's our very own Mel Gibson. Right, let's continue with our fabulous dies and stamps. Oh, I love these. Right, let me tell you what we've got. £29.66. That price is already starting to fall. We have got the cat with the lovely sentiment there, just perfect. We have got Dinners Up with the fish and the bowl and the bone. We have got Cat's Whiskers with the crouching cats. You're the Cat's Whiskers. And then you're Totally Awesome. Oh, these are fabulous. I love these. Let's show you what they look like. So I'm just going to bring these back slightly. Oh, sorry. Let's drop the price. Is that the wrong way round? Oh, it is the wrong way round. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, I'm back in shot. Sorry. £18.97. That's a great price. Let's show you what these look like. These are from Tonic. They're so much fun. I'm glad my pets can't talk. They don't know much. There you go. Sometimes our pets know a little bit too much. They really, really do. So you've got your bowl there for your cat or your dog. You've got your fish and you've got your bones as well. Now, if you can... I wonder, can I just lift this up again? Just turn around to me. Because that... Has that got an outer edge? Because that's got... Yeah. It's got the fish marks on there as well, the scales, so they will come out when you put them through your die cutting machines. We've got your bowl, and we have got your bone, which is right there. You're the Cat's Whiskers. Are you a dog person or a cat person? Are you a dog or a cat? Please let us know on Facebook Live. Let's have a mini straw poll. Cats or dogs? Cats or dogs? And let's see who wins at the end of this lot. You're the Cat's Whiskers. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ready to play. That is the stance that a cat or a dog takes when they're ready to play. You are totally awesome, and you really are. You guys at home are totally awesome. Look at that French poodle. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And you are, to me, just perfect. Just perfect. And I'll tell you what's perfect, that price. That price coming down for these fun, beautiful, fantastic stamps and dies. £15.47. We're having a poll on Facebook Live. Lots of people are saying cats and dogs. So they're both head on head. I love that. Head to head, not head on head. That would be a strange creature. Great to have your company. If you do want to get hold of these, £15.14. Yes, there is a cartoon of a cat dog, which we love. It's a cat one end, dog the other. It's hilarious, just chasing each other. Anyway, 946660 is your item number. They're from Tonic, so you know you're getting quality. Just perfect. Dinners Up and Cat's Whiskers, and you are totally awesome. Let's just run through those designs once again. You're getting all four of these, £15.17. There we go. You are just perfect. You're getting the stamp and the die. You are totally awesome. You got your French poodle and the sentiment there. You're the Cat's Whiskers, and our Lottie is, because she's dropping the price again. Yes, she is. And I'm glad my pets can't talk. They know too much. Does your pet know too much? My pet certainly knows too much. Little Millie, she's lovely. I wonder if she will. What's the time? She will be awake this morning. She'll have gone outside in the pouring rain to do what she needs to do, and then she's come back in, all dried off, have a breakfast, and I bet she's having a cuddle right now. Am I right? I knew I was. £14.50. We've only got 9 remain. Cats Lives, number 9. If you want to come for these, you better be quick, because they are going rather quickly. Hochanda.com is the website. That's where you can place your orders. You do need to be in it to win it, and you do need to check out your baskets, because if you check out after the auction or before the auction, then the top price is what you'll be paying. It's only during the auction, and when it locks, the price, that you'll be paying the lowest price along with everyone else, and that's when your debit card or credit card will be charged. So if you want these, come in, grab hold of them and enjoy what they're going to give to you. Fantastic dies, whether you're a cat lover or whether you're a dog lover. If you're a pet lover, an animal lover, these really are going to be fantastic. Maybe you're putting together some cards for a charity, for an animal charity. It doesn't have to be for an animal charity, it could be for anything really. And then you can use these in that way. But only 3 chances remain. £14.50. Your P&P is included. Can you believe that? What a great price for 4 die and stamp sets. So much fun, whether you're a cat or a dog person, but only 1 remains. Kelly's Eye, number 1. And the last one has gone to Margaret. Well done, congratulations.
Price lock.
That's absolutely perfect for you. £14.50. Great to have your company this morning. This is Craft Price Drop, where you can bag yourself a bargain time and time again and have a bit of a giggle along the way. What are you up to this morning? Are you heading out to work? It is a Friday. You might have the day off. You might have a long weekend off. If you have, please do stay with us throughout the day here on Hochanda, because we've got lots of great shows coming up. And Craft Price Drop will be back online only at 11 a.m. Now, the next lot is going to go under £10, so get in quick for these. Starting off at £19.99. 96 sheets of paper, the A4 printed paper packs. Oh, you've got some gorgeous designs here. Shall I pick one of them up and flick through? Let's pick this one up. Okay, these are all, yes, let's see how we've done that. Okay, oh, that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. How much, which, how much, as I am? Oh, 3, lovely. There you go, that is a gorgeous, I mean, it's supposed to be that way, but we always like to show you in landscape, so I'm going to flick through this way. Oh, that's nice. So that design in a few different colours, that's gorgeous. Now, I know there's no snowflakes on there, but that, I think, would be really good for Christmas. Add a bit of glitter. Maybe add a little Santa here or there. Really like that. That is beautiful. I wonder if we've got that in other colours. I bet we have. Let me... Yes, we have. Oh, these are gorgeous. £19.99. You'd pay that for these, you really would. In fact, you'd probably pay a little bit more because they're so lovely. You've got your butterflies on there, you've got your birds, you've got your flowers. Different coloured butterflies in there as well. You've got lovely yellow, golden. You've got the red butterflies. Flicking through those, different colours. And this is just one of the pads. Very modern, very contemporary. Really like these. So you've got the 3 designs that I'm seeing in here. You've got your butterflies, you've got the birds and the butterflies, and you've got that lovely floral. £9.97 for both pads. My word, you need, really, seriously, need to get hold of these. Perfect. Can I go through the next one? Okay, place that there. Whoops. Let me place that over there and I'll hold this. Ah, look, love these. Oh, these are great value for money. They really, really are. Now, let me turn this again, landscape. And it works out to be 10p per sheet. These are, oh, that's special. That is lovely. Now, it doesn't say what GSM it is. Let me have a feel and try and judge and show you. So let me place this down. Okay. I think, yeah, I'd probably say 175 to 185 GSM. Because that's when paper grows up to be card, isn't it? And that... Yeah, we're saying it's paper, but it's not thin paper, so I'd say about 175. Don't take that as it is. That is a guesstimate. But I think as crafters, when you see that, and wouldn't that be a great skill? And then you could say what thickness the card is. That would be an incredible skill. It would, wouldn't it? Right, so let's flick through these again. Some lovely, gorgeous colours. These are lovely florals. Got some pinks in there. Again, you've got the 3 designs, but you've got them in different colours each and every time. Great for your borders, great for cutting out your die cutting, great for your mixed media, great for making and creating boxes, I would say. Thin boxes, yes, but you could cut out these and place them on the outside of the box. Yeah, decorate your box with these, which are lovely, gorgeous flowers. And then, yes, that's a bit of card, isn't it? We've only got 15 remaining. I think these are absolutely gorgeous and such great value for money. And that's why we've only got 13 left at £9.88. So we've got that set right there. Let's close this down and show you the other one, because you are getting 2 books. And let's lift this up and show you this one. I don't know which is my favourite. I do like this one, but I think that is my favourite. Let me just pop that the right way around. That's my favourite. Love that. You could, if you had some images of some stags on there, that would look really nice. That really, really would. Beautiful design, real fine line drawing. I love that. Let's flick through some more. We've only got 2 left. Oh my goodness. Only 2 remaining. Doesn't surprise me. They're fabulous. Only 1 remaining. Oh, and the last one's gone to Jean and Bob. Do you know what? They're going to be lovely. If you're giving those as a gift, someone opens them up. Fantastic. That price has locked at £9.88. Well done, everyone, for getting involved in that one. And your UK P&P there. But if you're a Freedom member, the UK P&P is free. And you're European, and you're USA as well. Right, we've got one last lot. One last lot. What is Lottie going to do with this lot? We're going to have to find out. £28.44. Now, we've got some embossing folders. We don't have long left on the show, so I want to get through these and show you. Let's bring in the designs. So you've got 3 different embossing folders. You can see there the designs that they're going to make and create for you, and I'm going to bring them in so you can see. First of all, this is your Mystic. So you'll see you've got your 2. These are double-sided. Yeah, I love that. So you've got your 2 different designs there. So that is your Mystique. The next one I know you are going to love, because this one is your Industrial. Look at that. That's great, isn't it? I love that. Great for your masculine style cards, just the terminology we use here in the crafting world. And Quiltworks. I thought it said Giltworks then for a moment. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's lovely. So these are double-sided embossing folders, 3 of them, which means you're going to get 6 designs. 6 designs. That price is not £28.44. We're bringing that price down. Lottie's bringing that price down. £12.49. £2.08 a design. Lottie's in a good mood this morning. She is always in a good mood, and that's why we are bringing you these at this price, £12.49. La-di-la-di-la-di-la-la-la-la-la-ti. That's my little song for Lottie. I make little songs for people. We've got Ben, who's been flooring throughout the day, who has survived. He is well. He is okay. And he is fabulous. We have Christopher Baker, who is directing, who says good morning. And we have Rob, who's got a new haircut in tech. So he's going to the party tonight. He's got lovely big blue eyes, says Rob. And Rob says he's busy. He's very busy this morning. Oh, he says what? Here's me saying he's got lovely big blue eyes, he's had a haircut, and Rob says, what? He's lovely, he's great. But that's the team this morning, and myself, and you, of course, you complete us. £12.05. That price is coming down for 3 embossing folders. They're double-sided. Should we take you through the designs again? Double-sided, let me show you how that works. So you place your card in, it goes through your folders, and when you want it the other side, you just simply flip it over, and you've got your other design there. £10.50. It works out to be £1.75 a design. Right, let's bring those in. First of all, your quilting. There you go, Quiltworks. These are lovely. So you've got your 2 different designs from the 1 folder. 2 different designs from the 1 folder. So those are your quilting. We also have your Industrial. I love these. Imagine them from Craft Metal. If you put these with Craft Metal, that's going to look fantastic. And then place them all together like tiles on your wall for wallpaper. Yeah, do that. That'll be good. And then you've got Mystic. 2 designs, 1 folder. £10.39. This is a great deal, and we've only got 9 left. If you do want to get hold of these, check out your baskets if you are online, because it's the quickest way to do it, and everyone pays the lowest price. Down to the final 6. 6 chances remaining to get 6 designs. 3 folders, 2 designs per folder. Something, again, that these are like your essentials to have. So for £10.39, if you're a Freedom member, these will be delivered directly to your door. Excellent value for money. If you want to become a Freedom member, it's 888 in your basket. Only 2 remaining, though. 2 people. You can multi-buy. 1 remaining. 1 remaining. Either coming through to our call centre or going online. And Leslie in Birmingham has the final 3. Well done, Leslie, and everyone else. Well done for getting involved. That price has been locked at £10.39. Wow, what a great craft price drop. Really enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. We had a whole variety of different items for you. That's what craft price drop is all about. It's what Hochanda's all about as well, with their programmes throughout the day. So please stay with us. We have got some fabulous programmes coming up. And if you want to join us again for Craft Price Drop, it is 11 AM, online only, and 7 PM tonight. And is Dave with us today? Oh, Dave is down to do it at 11 o'clock, so please join us for that. Matt will be with you tonight at 7 p.m. It's been great to have your company, but please stay where you are because we've got some great shows coming up right now. See you, everyone. Talking of Dave and Matt, look at them there. Tilly Rose Vintage is coming up next. Gemini Bag Making Die, one day special, and then be your creative best with cricket.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Add a touch of creative sparkle with these fabulous glitter pens from Spectrum Noir. Available in 3 rich deep metallic colours containing fine glitter micropigment and featuring a nylon flexible brush for accurate, mess-free application. These are perfect for writing, colouring, accenting and much more. To add these to your crafty stash, please check out hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Bev, I'm from Be Crafty. We have been going for about 14 years and 4 years ago we started designing and making our very own stamps just for you. All of our stamps are designed and made here at Be Crafty by my own fair hands and we love using them for lots of different crafty projects. I love playing with our stamps and templates and getting as inky as I can, whether it's spraying or blending ink or stamping ink, paints, everything. We absolutely love it and that's what we want to show you when we come to Hochanda because we get to demo as much as we like, which is fantastic, so I can show you all the techniques that I'm learning too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
A very good morning to you. Thank you for staying with us. We've got a great show lined up. We've got Tilly Rose with us here.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Can't wait
Dried
for the
out
show.
a little bit now because it was
yes.
so wet this morning.
Yes. Is it still raining outside?
It's absolutely teeming out
Yeah,
there.
it is. Well, it's a good excuse to stay in. It's a good excuse to
It
stay in
is,
with us.
yeah, lots of
right.
sewing.
Yes, we've got lots of sewing. We've got lots of items for you. Let's start right here.
Yes.
063832. We've got some gorgeous fabrics. Please do shop ahead by heading to the website. But we've got a great deal, a lovely bundle of fabrics. Let's talk through what we've got here.
Okay, so this is a little bundle that I've put together in collaboration with Joe from the Mill Shop. And it's for a project that I'm going to be demoing. But equally, it's a fabulous little bundle to have in your stash because I'm going to go on to how you can use each individual element if you don't want to use it as a piece of actual fabric. So we've got the 2 little applique. If I hold this one out with yours, okay. So we've got a sort of a dressmaking sewing theme. Is that the right one? Yeah. And then we've got the lovely vintage images there.
Love this. You've got all kinds of different images on here.
You have,
and I guess you can cut these out, can't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to be showing how you can use those into a little project, how you can put them into other projects, and then what we've got in the, if I just move that down here, we've got, try not to tip that lovely display. Okay, so we've got this little panel here. Now this is a postcard from Blackpool. on 100% linen, if I just hold that up there, okay. So that's going to be the basis of the demo that I'm actually going to be using, but you can actually then cut that up and use it for obviously a cushion cover or something if you don't want to use the demo that I'm doing. And in your bundle you get a piece of fuser web, so I'm going to be talking around what we can do with fuser web, how we can use that, and then you get some calico as well. 2 little pieces that you can then either use with your pieces of applique or completely separate.
It's a brilliant deal, it really is. Some gorgeous, delightful fabrics there, some lovely images on that you can cut out and use. £24.99 for that, 063832. Now, let's have some inspiration for this fabric and indeed other fabrics we've got on the show. Okay. And let's take a look at your book.
I'm going to give this to you because it's quite heavy and there's the scissors inside, so just... Okay. So this is... So
if I lean that there, Andy,
sure.
then I'll be able to flick through.
Okay, so on... we've got my book that's on the show, and in my book, most people who sort of have seen my style before know that I do a lot of cloth books.
Yes.
And I use them for lots and lots of different reasons. And I thought, following on from the couple of shows I've had previously, lots of people sort of say, you know, I go to workshops, I'd love to make a cloth book, but I don't quite know how to incorporate all my little bits and bobs. So hopefully, using the little bundle that we've just shown, and then some of the fabrics that we've got coming up from the Milli Tilly range, you can create this lovely cloth book.
This is delightful,
I'm going to give
isn't
you
it?
lots of ideas because obviously I've done it around sewing products and haberdashery and bits and bobs, and this is my store, so this is the sort of thing that I would use if I went to a workshop.
Yes.
And also I keep lots of samples, so we've got this coming up in a second, obviously the linen, and when you're doing lots of projects, it's nice to just keep a little record of what you've used.
Yes.
Especially, you know, you might see a show, say, you know, on Hochanda, and you think, yeah, I've bought that product, I've made that project, can't get my words today, but then you think, well, where did I buy that bit of fabric? Who was that company? Where was this? You know, and it's a really good idea to just keep little snippets.
Well, it makes a work of art as well, doesn't it?
It does. No, it does.
And also helps you, you know, if you're making and creating, to learn all different stitches, for example, different designs, because you can practice your applique designs within the book, can't you?
Indeed, yeah.
Love that.
What we're going to go through just very quickly, I'll do it a little bit more in a minute, how we can make little pockets using the calico that you get in your kit, and then we've got the little dotty twirl coming up in a second.
Yeah, that's coming up in a second. Beautiful fabrics, that. And that's going to be a demonstration on the show, so that's what we can make, but let's see what we need to actually make it. Now, so this is your postcard linen bundle, and it's only £24.99. Absolutely delightful. It really, really is. I know we're going to be very busy for that.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about ice cream on a day like today.
I know it's not the right time of year, really.
However, these colours are beautiful.
These are so gorgeous. So when I brought these to on my previous show, they had such a popular response in, you know, the colours and everything, that we've brought them back to be used in conjunction with lots and lots of different projects. So if I just explain, they're part of the Milli Tilly range, which is a range that I've worked with Joe from the Mill Shop online. And when I first met him, when I first came to Hochanda, he was very, you know, interested in what sort of fabrics do you work with, and I love to work with natural fabrics for lots and lots of different reasons. My absolute favourites are linen and tweed.
Why is that?
Just because of the feel when you're stitching. So I do lots and lots of hand sewing, slow stitching. It's gentle on your hands, and actually because it's a natural product, I can't get those words right. I'm going to be swapping all morning. I do apologise. Project. They're nothing like each other, but obviously they are. And so they help. I've got a few dexterity issues with my fingers.
Yeah.
And if I work with some fabrics, I actually find them quite scratchy on my hands.
Oh, okay.
I actually find them quite warm to use as well. So linen is, because it's a natural, it's got that natural breathing ability. makes it very soft when you're working. And this is a heavyweight linen.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is. So
Good
normally,
quality.
when you talk about embroidery or stitching, a lot of people think of a sort of a lightweight linen, but we've brought to a couple of varieties of linen, and this is a heavier weight. So this is the sort that you'd probably have for like a curtain or a throw. And when we put the range together, we were thinking of colours, and I just said, this looks like the pistachio, which is where the ice cream came from.
Yes.
So we went through pistachio, nutmeg, ice, and vanilla.
Fabulous.
Because it's just, you know.
And look at that price as well, £9.99, and you get to choose. You can have all four. The price will just change accordingly for you. How large are them? Should we open one out?
I was just going to say,
please.
can we open out? Because then, and also, obviously, you can explain. I know how heavy they are,
yes,
but trying to
that is a good
it is,
weight.
isn't it? Yeah,
it's almost like Hessian. You know, Hessian is very weighty.
Yeah,
but of course, this is great quality.
Very scratchy, but this is a really good quality linen. Whoop, with a blue thread.
There you go.
In there.
So size-wise on this,
yes. So you get 1/2 metre, and it's 54 inches across.
Wow.
So there's a big chunk there. So even if you did nothing, but if I just fold it, you've got a massive floor cushion.
I was going to say, you know, could you make that into like a little mat that goes under a table or something like that?
Yeah, you could.
If you put some backing on there or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do anything.
the way this is finished.
Yes.
On the edges.
Yes.
It's complete. It's a lovely complete piece.
It is.
Go around the edges and put something on the back.
It is.
And that will make a really nice floor runner, table runner or something like that.
Yeah, no, and because it's linen, it's very hard wearing in terms of, you know, you can wash it and it'll soften, but actually you can keep putting it in the wash, you know. I would say a gentle wash, not, you know, your harsh boil wash, but yes, all sorts of goodies.
Right, very, very busy. You get to choose from the pistachio, from the nutmeg, from the ice, and from the vanilla. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? And they are delicious as well. 503-486 if you want to go for that. Now, we alluded to a demonstration that's coming up in a moment's time, and that was, these are gorgeous, your Dotty mix.
Yes.
Tell me, first of all, how the name came about and the material itself.
Okay, so again, it's part of the Millie Tilly range of natural fabrics, and when I went to visit Joe in his factory down there, warehouse in Northampton there, I saw, obviously, I was like a child in a sweet shop, all these fabrics, and, you know, I like this, this. And I wanted to put together a collection, really, of fabrics that you can keep in your stash. Not everybody actually has a massive amount of storage space. Yeah. But you want actually that variety to put into your projects. And so we can take this apart if you want. Shall we?
Oh, can we?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh,
You're being very delicate there.
I know. I usually get my hands slapped.
Yeah, no, go for it.
I've been told off in the past, you see,
for
go
fiddling
for it. With things
no,
like that.
you must touch. You must.
Oh, okay.
Show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Be like a child on Christmas Day and rip it open.
Yeah, woohoo! Right, let's open these up.
So I've put together, we've got 8 Dotty.
Oh, these are
4
gorgeous.
plain, and they're really good quality fabrics, and 3 felts.
Now
so
they're 10 by 5,
10 by 5, yes.
In inches, shall we say? These are gorgeous colours, aren't they?
So shall I lay them? Is that best?
Yeah, there you go. Love that one. And they match.
They do.
Beautifully, don't they?
Yeah.
The colour palette, it really is gorgeous.
So these are, these also are, I wanted it in a storage solution that you can actually buy it as a gift for, you know, somebody who's just getting into sewing, somebody who likes all their different crafts, but actually they want lots of different varieties. So we've got the Dotty, but then we've got the plain. Yeah. So think mixed media, think card making. You don't just need it, you know, for sewing. But they're a nice little size as well for working with younger sewers. That's a good idea. Because, you know, sometimes a big piece of fabric when you're just starting out sewing is quite daunting, really. And you think, I daren't cut into that piece of fabric. When you've got small little pieces like this, small achievable projects, and really that's the sort of thing that I've, you know, sort of. You can see the quality, can't you? Yeah, you can. You can. It's got a beautiful weave. Yes, yes.
Love that. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it?
and then we've put 3 felt in. Now, I wanted the felt in there because I've got a little needle case that I'm going to show to viewers in a little while, because sometimes when you're making little needle cases or little bits and bobs, you actually want a bit of softness, just to put your pins and needles in if you're going to workshops or classes or things like that. So we've added those in, but equally if you're buying this for a younger sewer, it might be for felt projects, you know, just to get them introduced. So it's a perfect little stocking filler, but it's perfect to put in your craft stash as well.
And it is excellent quality, excellent quality.
It certainly is.
You're saving on that, £3, £11.99 if you want to go for the Milli Tilly 12 Dotty mix, and it's 100% cotton, you get the felt as well. Now, if you need something to cut it all up, we've got some fabric scissors, and it's really important to have the right scissors. Rather than just having one pair of scissors to do all your crafting, you need fabric scissors. How important is that?
Very much so. So when I brought these previous on the show before, I used to, when I left school, I worked in a well-known department store. I can't obviously say, but I was on the fabric and haberdashery department.
Right.
And the importance of having a really top quality pair of scissors. Now these are almost shears. So if you do a lot of dressmaking, if you do a lot of home furnishing, and you're using big, you know, pieces of fabric, you can hear that sound. It's just amazing.
I was going to say, I wonder, can you hear that? Or shall I bring it closer to my microphone?
Shall we get some fabric
in a very safe manner. I'm not going to do it like that, am I? Can you hear that?
Can I just cut through here?
Yes, please. That does sound like shears.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what I would say... Are you not going to brave that? They are very sharp, obviously, because they're shears and, you know, dressmaking. When they arrive, I don't know if the camera can pick this up because these are brand new and I haven't used them at all. So before, when you get them at home, do I need to be done now? I don't know if the camera can pick this. Just tiny little bits of oil on there. Can you see where they've come from the factory? So it's the quality of... Let me just turn that round. No, that way. So just before you use them, just give them a little bit of a wipe. Okay, because it's protecting the blade.
Right.
Once you've done that, you won't need to do it again.
Okay.
So there might be a little mark on here. But with scissors, I'm just going to show you, you can see the little oil there, can you see?
Yes.
So you've got this straight edge here, but then you've got the curve on the blade.
Right.
Now, when you're using scissors, especially dressmaking or shears, tailor shears, things like that, you need to rest, if I just show to camera, you need to rest that curve on your surface. Okay. And then you don't lift them. Okay. So you just move them along.
Right. How easy that's going through.
And they will glide through. Okay. Now the whole point is, if you glide, if I do this action here, okay, the scissors are taking that action away from you holding them and constantly, you know, upsetting your wrist or your hand. So they're quite heavy scissors, simply because they're top quality scissors.
And it's the way to use them.
It's the way to use them and protect your scissors, yes. But equally, sorry, I'm
no, you're not. You are not rabbiting on. This is so interesting and so informative, and all of these great tips that you're giving will just make people's lives so much easier.
I know when I do workshops, especially when I work, because my background's working in education, and I know when I see somebody who's just getting into sewing, or even in schools, younger sewers, it drives me mad that they pick up scissors and they clonk it about on the table and they, you know, and doing this. And when you explain to them actually how to use a pair of scissors properly, most people will go, oh, that's really easy. I've been trying to cut this way, and they literally just glide. They should glide through like butter. And also, I'm just going to show as well. I've cut this piece of fabric now, so it might not show. Okay, you should be able to, if I hold this, actually score your fabric. Let's get through that bit of. There we go. Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay. I'm not doing that justice.
No, but
because I've only got the
quality.
But you should be able to glide through your fabric. Okay.
Now these are available in 3 different sizes: 8 inches, 10 inches, and 12 inches. 12 inches is the one that you've just seen, and the 12-inch one is on the Freedom price. So £29.99 or £24.89 if you are a Freedom member. That's for your 12 inches. And then we have got your 10-inch, which is just here. And again, they come with a protection coat on.
Yes. Now, these would make a really good investment for somebody who's just thinking Christmas presents, or students going to college.
Yes.
You know, that if you... I know everybody kind of has their own favourite scissors, but if you're just starting out and you're not sure, it's a really good investment, because I can guarantee that they will be with you for a very, very, very long time of sewing.
Right. Well, the 10-inch are £19.99. That's a freedom price. That's a great price.
It is a great price.
£24.99 if you're not a freedom member. The most popular at the moment, and again could be great as a gift, you know, for someone's student or just using in your home, £14.99, saving £5. That's the 8-inch, 200,389. Head to the website, have a look at the different options, pop them into your basket, and if your basket is coming to £60 or more, then you can open up a flexi order, giving you a chance to split the cost into 2 equal payments, plus your P&P on your first payment, or if you're a Freedom member, then no P&P on your first payment. So a great way to stock up on your fabrics and also get some top quality fabric scissors. More on the website to have a look at and shop ahead. But before we go to our demonstration area, we do need to talk about a book that we can't normally keep in stock. Talk us through the book.
Okay.
And rest assured it will start flying out. £12.99, 15 projects, 452903. Please grab this book whilst you can until he's going to talk you through it.
Right, well, I must apologise because I have 2 copies. This is my dog-eared copy with all my notes, and I forgot to bring the other copy in.
That's
so,
okay.
I'll get you to hold it, and you can flick through as I chat.
There's no personal notes in here,
No.
Imagine that. Whoa.
No, they're just little projects where I keep taking it about and doing book signings and bits and bobs. So we launched in July.
Yes.
And it's had a wonderful response. It's my... I've been slow stitching for a very, very good many years now and teaching, and in the book what I would like to sort of put across, and I've got so much feedback, it's just been lovely, is how you can actually tell a story with your cloth and your thread, and each sewing project, each craft project, so it's not just sewing, it's mixed media in there with papers, with found objects that you collect on nature walks and various bits and bobs, but it's all those personal mementos, those beautiful little treasures that we all have as a family. And you can tell a story about your loved ones, you can celebrate birthdays, christenings, all various things in projects. And really it's about the ethos of just taking 5 minutes out of your day and doing a little bit of slow stitching. So slow stitching, I need to just explain that because a lot of viewers, obviously slow stitching, everybody has their own take on that, and a lot of people said, oh, but I don't hand sew. And it's really, my take on it is not just about hand sewing, it's actually about taking your time. So if you're a machine sewer, you can slow stitch. It just means taking time out of your busy day, concentrating, focusing in on that little bit of stitching, and it doesn't have to be a magic, you know, massive project. It can be something just like a little gift tag, but you've actually given yourself time to slow right down, to really be in that sort of momentum of just thinking about the cloth you're using, the threads you're using, your patterns, and how you can build those up into projects. So I'm quite well known for all my cloth journals, and in there we've got obviously a couple of projects in there, and that's what we're going to be demonstrating today. But you can see from some of the projects I've brought in to, you know, to show, it's about collecting your stitching, it's about using the different I like to preserve those traditional sewing skills really, because we're losing a lot of them. But I know, talking to a lot of people, especially since I've launched, a lot of people are put off by using traditional needlework skills because they'll say, I can't sew to City and Guild standard, I don't want to take a textile course, I'm not at degree level, all of those. Well, I'm kind of saying, look, it's okay. It's okay not to be perfect with your stitching, it's okay to go wrong, and it's okay to just dabble. And if you want to change your thread, you know, there's a lot of traditional techniques are taught in a way that you've got to use a certain fabric, you've got to use a certain thread, and you've got to cut it a certain way, and you've got to get it to look perfect. And I'm actually saying throw all the rules out of the window. I'm a bit of a quiet rebel, and just dabble, really.
Well, to do that, get hold of this book. You saw some of the inserts there, all the information. You can sit, you can peruse, you can make, you can create, and you've got 5-star reviews on our website. Only $12.99. Well, a lovely Christmas gift.
Yes.
A beautiful Christmas gift. Lovely book, informative illustrations you see there. We've got beautiful books, so inspiring, can't wait to have a go. Beautiful book with easy instructions. It is a lovely, lovely addition to your sewing room. It's a great present to get somebody, but I'm not sure how many we've got left because we are very busy. Now, if you have any questions, Tilly's here. We'd love to hear from you. Yes, it is studio@hochanda.com. Leave a message on our Facebook page as well. And if you want to, please share your inspirations with us. If you've had the book previously and you've made and you've created any of the projects in there, please do share them. And if you've got a project or a stitch that you're working on, we'd love to see that as well. Tilly, do you have another show?
Yes, I do,
today?
at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yes.
So we're here now, and we'll be back at 11 o'clock as well. Right.
Can I just very, very quickly,
Yes.
because I forgot to pick it up, there's a little heart underneath the frame. Okay, so Janice has just said if any of you have used the book as a base for the projects, and this is a lovely little heart that was sent in by one of my viewers.
Oh, how
This was by Kim. Kim, thank you so much. This is using the vintage papers pack that she purchased. And using the techniques from the book, and so I just wanted to show that because it doesn't have to be a massive project. It can be a little bit of stitching, and you can see actually, you know, she's done just the tiniest little detail, and they all come together in this beautiful little party, really.
That is fabulous, and
so thank you.
Butterscotch sauce, my favourite. Oh, absolutely
Ice
lovely.
cream and butterscotch sauce. We're having a day of treats today.
Yes, we certainly are. Talking of treats, what are we going to look at?
Okay, so I wanted to show viewers how, because obviously you don't have to make what I'm going to be showing in a second with the bundle. You can make cushions, you can do all sorts of things. But if I just hold this to air, now I must apologise, I forgot to bring in my ironing little, there's a cover, you know, special word for it. So I've got this bright blue underneath, and I must apologise because I had it all nicely laid out, but getting up at 4 o'clock this morning, I forgot it, so I do apologise. But I'm going to be ironing in a second. Okay. So I've used, you can see on the book, the actual linen panel is the book cover. Okay, so you don't need to do anything at all with that, but it's the right size, and I'm going to show you how I've created this one. Okay. So to get started, I have done a little bit of machining at home just to get started. So this I've used is the bonded cotton interlining that we've got on the website. Now the reason I've used this is because this is curtain lining, so we've got a lovely soft inner, but we've also got a cotton outer. Okay, now this, I use this quite a lot with my sewing because sometimes if you want a backing, so if I just use Kim's little heart there, just as an example, so Kim's used this onto calico, okay, and she's got some interlining on the back, but actually if you wanted to back something, the interlining is actually a really good way because you would make a little sandwich, like you would a quilt sandwich, and then the backing, you get a cotton neat edge.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I'm using it in the book. So if I just pass that over here. So this creates the inside of my book. So if I just open, now I've got these heavy scissors in here, so I'm just going to take them out just while we're demonstrating because I don't want to hurt Janice.
Remember, if you want those scissors, 8 inches, 10 inches and 12 inches, you can see the details for those on the website.
So I'm going to take my little things out of my pocket. So you can see this is the twill on the inside. Now, another reason why I actually like to have cream and the lining and the calico is because I can actually write with a normal biro. So at home, I've got lots of this sort of style of books with lots of notes straight onto the cloth.
Just right straight
onto it. Yes.
Oh, lovely idea.
Now, a lot of viewers have sort of said, why would you do that not on paper? Okay. A couple of reasons. One, if you write on paper, I can guarantee that you'll not go back to your paper notes. You'll write it down and forget that you've written it. But this is something you're going to take to your workshop or your community group or wherever. And you've always got a little note in here. So if it is, you know, the size of a safety pin, the size of a needle or, you know, a piece of fabric, you've got your notes there already, okay? And you'll remember it a little bit more. So this is the inside. what I'm going to show you is actually how we're going to make a page. Okay, so because this is the first stage, then we're going to create our pages. Now, if I open to the middle, I've actually created, so I've got 1, 2, and then this is my cover. Okay, so it's 3 elements to make your book here. All the extras, don't worry about for now, but I'll just show you how to make a page, okay? So, using the linen from, if I just bring this across, using the linen from the ice cream range.
And this is the pistachio.
Yes,
colour.
so this is the pistachio. Now, if I just bring across here, I've made one at home so that I can show viewers the finished one, and then I'm going to show you how to create that. Okay, so this is using the vanilla. Okay, and all I've done is you're going to cut a piece of fabric that's going to fit inside your cover, okay, and you're going to double over. So if I show you with the green, this is the finished one. Let's just go through how we do that. Okay, so let me just put that to one side. So here's my pistachio, okay. I've laid it inside. Probably about the same size as your bonded lining, okay? Don't worry about it being all neat and tidy at this stage, okay? So you want it slightly inside your outer edge there. You're going to get your fuser web. Oh, I thought I'd forgotten my
Now the fuser web, we do have it on the show from the shop online. Those are your details right now, 083 181 999. Just want to talk you through everything we're using, so if you see it, you want to add it to create the project, then you've got it. And this is 2 metres by 50
Sorry, I keep bobbing down, I do apologise.
So
it comes on a lovely tube.
Oh, yes.
Okay, with the instructions, okay? So you know exactly how to... Sorry, I keep bobbing up and down.
Bob up and down as much as you like, Tilly.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what you will need when you're using fuser web, okay, is some baking parchment or greaseproof, just to protect your iron.
Okay.
Okay, and also to protect the fabric that you're using around. Okay, so you need a really hot iron, no steam.
Right.
Okay, cut out your fuser web and put it inside. I'm actually just going to take our base off, just so we've got a little... Is that okay if I pass that to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you've done this, then I can remove the whole lot and then we'll be okay.
I can see why you like working with these fabrics. They're lovely.
Don't they feel beautiful?
Yes, they do.
Okay, now I'm hoping that this is hot enough, simply because it's been on a little while. Do you know, I've got to be really honest. When I talk in workshops, so many people say, oh, but when you do things, you always do it first time. And I was getting this sample ready yesterday. Yeah. And I was listening to the radio.
Yes.
And I was on my ironing board, and I thought I'd just cheat without the greaseproof.
Oh, no.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't check my steam was off. No steam at all, that was it. And I was busy chatting away there to the radio, singing all the Christmas songs, and I got a lovely piece of the fuser web right on my ironing board.
Oh, no.
And I thought, so I've got to say today, do what I say and not what I do. Because I make mistakes the same as everybody else. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're actually going to hold it down for a few seconds in place, okay? Now, because this is slightly thicker, your iron, depending on your setting, I've got a big sort of, you know, heavy iron here, but your iron, depending on your settings, you might have to hold it a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, so no steam.
And have that protection on there, so if you're holding it a little bit longer, it's okay because it's protected.
That's fine, yeah. Okay. Now, the reason I had one already made was because you have to wait for this to actually really cool down for it to work. Okay, now it's not as easy as it looks, simply because I've forgotten my little ironing pad and I'm trying to do it on... There we go. Okay, so can you see how you've worked all the way round? Yeah. Now, it's important to get the edges so that they seal. So I'm going to pop that back there. Let's just check that. Okay, so you can see where you've ironed, and now I've deliberately not actually, I've left this because I want to show. So this, you can see, stuck down. Yep. Okay. Okay, and you've got little bits. So if you think actually, oh, it's not stuck, just go over it again with your iron.
So make sure you get into those corners.
Yes, yeah, because that's what's going to just keep your linen attached. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, the whole point of using Fuser Web, it's obviously a glue and it will put two pieces of fabric together. Now, if you didn't want to use your linen,
yes,
and actually you wanted to save that for, you know, one side of your page, but you might want a patterned page instead of a whole piece like I'm doing here, you'd have two single pieces.
Okay.
And you can change the design then. Okay. So that's going to eventually come over. Now I don't know if it's cold. No, I don't think we've left it long enough, if I'm honest. But no. And I don't want to do a half job.
Of course not. I like the way you've left the
yes,
tassels down the bottom.
So if you actually look at the book, you can see. Here we go. Okay, it's just about stuck. I'm rushing because we're on TV.
Yeah, don't rush. Yes, in the book you've left some of the tassels at the bottom.
Yes,
as well,
so I like a frayed look.
Don't be afraid.
I'm getting used to you now.
No one else has.
Okay, I've not left it long enough, Janice. So what I'm going to do is, rather than, I don't want to do a half job, you would peel off the paper,
yeah,
okay, fold your fabric over and then go back over with your iron.
Would you have it, would you put some protection again?
No,
or
because
just iron straight on?
now you've got all the glue is inside your fabric, okay, so this would then become one flat piece, like if we go onto the vanilla, because otherwise we're going to spend all time ironing and I'm not going to be able to show the construction. So let's just pop that down on there. Okay, so if you was doing, I'm just going to move this, just bear with me for a second. Thank you. I'm bobbing down again, I'm sorry. It's fine. Okay, so if you was doing this with a thinner fabric, like cotton, it wouldn't take as long, because that's obviously a lot lightweight, and most people would use that with a Fuser Web. I'm just sort of pushing the boundaries as usual. Okay, so we've got our cover. Now we've got a page, okay. Now once we've folded over, what I've done is I've gone along with my sewing machine on the edge here.
Oh, really like that?
And all I've done is just played about with the stitching, really.
Okay.
So depending on what your machine can do, you can do a straight stitch. You can do, you know, I've used, and what I've changed here as well, I've got a top thread which is grey, and then the bobbin underneath is white, so that you get a little bit of a different, you know, effect.
Yeah.
And if we look at the one that I've done already as a sample, I've actually then, if I just show here, so I went down on this one with just a normal zigzag.
Oh, yeah.
But on this page, I've gone over the zigzag and added just a piece of lace to cover up the zigzag. Okay, so you can personalise the pages, and you can see with the edges here with the fray, I'm just going to use my sharp scissors, so just to show viewers how to do that if they've not tried that before.
This is lovely.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I've come in about 2 centimetres, and because this is a heavier weight linen, this is actually quite a lovely one to fray.
Okay.
So easy. You literally just get a sharp pair of scissors. You can do it with a needle, you can do it with a knitting needle. So very, very gently tease that out.
Look at that.
Okay.
Is that how you get the fray?
Yeah. Now,
I never knew.
because obviously we've got our stitching here, you can take this right back to your stitching, because it's not going to fray past your stitching.
Okay.
Okay, so what I would do on such a different length here is just tease from the top, move it around very, very gently. Okay, now when you're doing this, can you see that I'm actually on a padded background? Don't use your sharp scissors straight onto wood or your kitchen surfaces or anything like that. Just, yeah, and you'll ruin your scissors as well. So just pop a little something underneath. Okay, so once we've got to this stage, what you're going to do is then very gently tease out all these threads. Now, me being me, Janice, okay, I don't throw these threads away.
Well, you wouldn't, would you?
Because I want a darker piece of fabric just to show the thickness.
Shall I pass you some felt?
Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is quite a thick thread. Perfect for, can you see the textures as you've pulled it out? So it's perfect for couching. I say couching, the people say couching.
Yes.
But basically stitching it down, and you can create beautiful designs. So a little heart on a design.
Oh, lovely.
okay? And we haven't thrown anything away because I'm a big advocate on saving on waste. So we've got down to the stitching. Can you see we've actually stitched through that thread?
Yeah.
So rather than pull it and attack your stitching, you're just going to snip that one down. But very quickly, can you see how we've altered that completely?
Oh, I love that. I never knew that that's all you, that when I say that's all you did, but I never knew you could do that. I always thought it would ruin the fabric.
No, so long as you're protecting with your stitching. So
Yes.
on the other side you can see we've got a few loose strands here.
Right.
Okay, so you just need to trim that up a little bit. Yeah, it's difficult because I've got white thread actually. I should have used a darker thread on the thing.
Perfect.
But it adds texture.
Yeah.
So decide.
Changed it completely.
It has. No, it has. You're right. So I just pop that on there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, so you've made your pages, okay. Before we assemble, if we want to add a pocket, so I want to show viewers how we add our pocket using our calico,
Okay.
all right, and then I'm going to assemble it all together. So if I just
Now you
bear
do
with
get
me.
some calico in your postcard bundle. It's absolutely delightful bundle. But if you do want more, you can add some more. Bring the details on the screen. There you go. And this is 1 metre by 56 inches wide, £24. No, sorry, £9.99. Bottom of your screen's right there. And the item number, in case you can't read it, and I can't, I need my glasses, is 853541. You just need to quote that to the call centre or go in online.
Okay, so what we're doing now is I'm using the Dotty from our Dotty Twirl.
Yes.
All right. If I just very quickly open it on the page to show viewers what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm making these two little pockets here, and then I've got two on the back. Now you can make as many pockets as obviously you want,
Yes.
and you can put pockets on the inside if you want. You don't have to just make it on the outside. So how easy is this? So calico, just unpin there, and I can show viewers.
There's another pin there, actually.
Oh,
Shall I
thank
hand
you.
you that?
Yeah,
Because I know
thank
that
you,
I'll
thank
just
you.
end up...
It's okay, I'm bobbing about again, sorry. Okay, so I've got my calico.
Yeah.
All I've done, let me move to one side because I'm getting a little bit of... I work in a mess and I have to realise that I'm...
I think you're very tidy.
Am I?
You
oh my
are,
goodness.
yes, you're very
It's only
tidy.
since I've demoed for about 6 years, and it wasn't until I went on TV to demo that I realised how messy I am, because you have this small space, and at home everything's piled up and everything. Anyway, so piece of calico. All you do is choose, we're going to be working on half of the cover, a half the size. Now, simply because I want different coloured pockets. If you want a pocket that's going to go all the way across and have the same colour, okay, you can do the calico all the way across rather than individual pockets.
I've got a question.
Okay?
If you did that, if you had the pocket running all the way along,
Yes,
would you still stitch in the centre so it would
Yes.
be two pockets divided?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is measure across halfway. Now you can see, I don't know if the camera can pick up just that little fold line.
Yeah, we can see that.
You can either put a little line with your area erasable pen or pins, just to to show you where that fold is. Now there's a couple of ways of doing your calico. So I've got this one that I did at home yesterday. This was where I was burning my ironing board. So I've folded over my calico. There's nothing in between. Okay, and I'm going to show you how we do this strip in a second. So this is the top of my pocket. There's no fusel web in there.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I do this, you can see how sort of bendy. There's no support in the fabric. Okay.
Yes. Now that is from the Dotty.
Yes,
we've
the Dotty Twirl.
dismantled it actually. So let me just grab all the bits. We took it apart. And you get 15 fabrics, and they're 10 inches by 5 inches. So we've got some lovely Dotty colours, beautiful colours. We've got some green, some sage, some red, some, what do you call that?
Yeah, this is almost like
beige.
duck egg green, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, not duck egg blue, but you know that sort of range of...
Yeah, like a
those,
sagey colour.
It is sage,
Yeah.
but I think this one's
That's
actually
more
called
sage,
sage. Yeah,
yes.
so this has got more of a blue tone to it, really.
Beautiful fabrics, gorgeous colours. So you get those with the Dotty, and you also get some felt as well, which is...
We've just used that, haven't we?
Yes,
We
we just
passed it across.
There's some...
There we go.
Oh,
so we've got green and we've got cream and we've got a
There you go.
grey.
There it is. Yeah, cream and the grey.
There we go.
So all of this comes for you in a delightful little bundle.
Yes.
And it is only £11.99. It is excellent value for money. You're saving £3. 596 359 is your item number. It'll come all wrapped up, looking really nice. Again, a great Christmas gift, a great gift for yourself. Back to you.
Okay, my lovely. So, what I wanted to say, so this calico has got no fuse web in between, which is the one that I've just shown to camera. But this one, what I did is I actually folded it over, did exactly the same technique as I've just done with the pistachio linen, and I've put a little bit of fuse web in between.
Yep.
And the reason I want to show viewers is, so I can do this, look.
Oh.
So, this is no calico, and this is with calico.
Right.
Now, the reason, let me give viewers a few ideas. So,
Please.
if you were putting something really heavy in your pockets, i.e. I've got my heavy scissors, okay, that we've got on the show today. These are really quite heavy and they need support.
Yes.
So you can't just put something that heavy inside, you know, a sort of linen cloth book and it be quite wobbly because they're going to fall out unless obviously you secure them. It might be that you're putting dyes in there if you're a mixed media artist and you know, papercraft, and doesn't have to be just sewing. So you need to give them a little bit more support, and by having that in your pocket, okay, it will make sure that the pocket sort of protects them just that little bit more. So you haven't got protection with a padding of sorts, it's just the support of your pocket. Does that make sense?
Could be a chocolate bar, Tilly.
It could be.
Could be a chocolate bar.
You're obviously a sweet girl, are you? Are you like your sweets or are you savoury?
Oh yeah, I do like my sweets. Not too many, just the odd one now and again.
Oh, well, I'm savoury. I've got to be honest, I'm savoury. I'd rather have a cheese board than I would
I did have a donut
box of
for
chocolates.
breakfast.
Did you?
Only because it was offered to me.
Oh.
Very kind.
I haven't had mine yet. Okay, so let me show viewers how we've put our little dotty line on top. So I'm going to work on this little one here.
Now we've had a
let's
picture
make
from
this.
Margaret, Tilly. Do you mind if we just show that
No,
now?
that'd be lovely.
Now, Margaret says your book is so inspirational.
Oh, thank
and she's
you,
made
Margaret.
This from that. Oh, is that lovely? Preserve your
Ah,
memories.
yes, that's one of my
Keep them
projects.
well. What you forget, you
can never retell.
That is lovely,
Oh,
isn't
well
it?
done, Margaret.
Well, she's showing us the threads and the project as a whole. That is really
Yes.
nice, Margaret. Thank you very much for sharing that with us.
So that's using a log cabin design.
Yes.
And then obviously putting it into an embroidery hoop.
Yeah.
So it's the little project that we've got on
That's
there.
lovely.
Oh, thank you, Margaret. Okay, so how do we put in our little dotty? So we're going to almost do it a little bit like a bias binding, but without it being on the diagonal. Okay, so I've cut a little piece of the dotty. Now, the width can be entirely up to you. Okay, there's no rhyme nor reason to what you need there. I'm going to put the raw edge on the fold of my calico.
Yeah.
I'm then going to fold over. Okay, now I'm going to do this as though somebody who's never done it before, rather than cut out all the corners here, because obviously if you're a beginner, I do think sometimes we assume that people know all the stages.
Yeah.
So if you've done this many times, I do apologise, but it's sort of a teaching, you know, a new generation of sewers really.
Of course.
So pins in. I'm an old-fashioned sewer, I've got to be honest, I do like my pins, but I know a lot of people, when they do this, they actually use the quilt clips, so they'd kind of fold it over and then clip it on before they sew. So this is the right side, okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn it over and you're going to fold towards your curve, and you're going to do a double fold, okay, which will take you up to your pin. And as you do that, you then take the pin out the back. You could put another one if you wanted to. Okay. And you put your pin back in. And this time your pin goes through the front and the back.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So fold it to your fold line and then fold again, which gives you your neat edge. Okay. And then take your pin out. Pop it back in through all your layers. Now be careful, because obviously working with pins, you're better off doing it on a flat surface like I'm doing here. Okay, and it's that easy. So you've made your own your bias binding. Now it's not
great.
stretchy.
No.
Okay, so you can use that technique if you want to add it to a quilt or an edge of a project, but you haven't got the stretch like you would in a bias binding. I just need to sort of make sure that people know that. Okay,
Perfect.
so I'm just going to now go over to the machine. I'm just doing a straight normal stitch on here, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to work down, almost down the middle of my dotty tape, and that will then make sure that the back of my design is also captured.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to put it on really slow just so that I can just show people. Now if you wanted to, you could put a decorative stitch there.
Okay.
I'm just going to
Yeah, that'd be
that.
nice.
Yeah, it's one of those projects that you can make your own really. So when I start, I'm going to do a few stitches, do a couple of reverse. Now it's important to do a reverse. I know a lot of sewers sort of miss that point out, but I think it comes back from my school days really. I was taught to, whatever sewing I was doing, I always had to put in a little reverse. If I just turn that round to camera, you can see it secures your stitching.
Yes.
Okay, so just go back again.
Now, if you do want dotty fabric, the Milli Tilly Twirl dotty mix, 40% of the stock has gone. That's
Oh,
what
my
Tilly is
goodness.
using right now. Don't wait for the second hour. Yes, Tilly will be back at 11 o'clock. But if you wait until then, it may all be gone. So it's probably a good idea to pop it in your basket and do check out. So you're getting 15 fabrics. They're 10 inches by 5 inches. Gorgeous colours, lots of dots. And you're also getting the felt in there as well. It's only £11.99, so it's excellent price point. You're saving £3. If you're a Freedom member, that is a delivered price. Now, it is on extended delivery. And do we know... Oh, is it on extended delivery, Tilly, or is it?
I think we gave extended simply because we were going over to the weekend. So
yes.
you should have no trouble, but I think it's
for that.
7
nice
days,
to know.
really.
And it will come in time for Christmas, hopefully.
Oh, yes,
Of course
it will.
Yes.
It will,
Yes.
yes.
So we just put extended there because we're on a Friday and we
Yes.
just need to take the weekend into consideration. But what you need to take into consideration is that this might not be there at the 11 o'clock show. Just saying, the Milli Tilly Twirl dotty mix, if you do want to get hold of that, 596359. Sorry about that, Tilly. Just need to let people
you're fine.
know.
That's fine. Do you want to? Oh, you've put it back. I was going to say I've got one over there in my basket.
Oh,
if
no,
you want to.
I can open it up again. Can I open it up
Yeah,
again?
of course you can. I break all the rules. I'm surprised I haven't
Place
been in
that all
trouble.
back together. Right, now we've only got 8 minutes left
That's
of this
okay.
show, but Tilly will be back at 11 today.
I will. Yes. Okay, so I'll let you just do that first.
No,
Are you sure?
carry on.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So I was going to make a deeper pocket, but because we were chatting, I picked up the thinner one. So this was the one I was going to practice, okay, to showcase. So what you would do is if you want to make pockets that sort of graduate, okay, this would be a bigger piece of calico. Does that make sense? So it would have come all the way down here, which would have been this little piece here. And because it was tucked under, I didn't pick it up. See, I was prepped and all organised, but, you know. So you would have gone up to the top there, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So that would have been your first pocket. This would have been your second pocket. And then all the raw edges are all down the edge here.
Right.
Okay? But just for visual, you just have to pretend that that one's a bit deeper. Okay, so we've got our colours here, okay. So you have a little bit overlap, all right, and then you'd have the two on the other side,
Okay.
all right. Now at this stage, what you would do is then just trim the edges, okay. So with these scissors, and this is why I haven't gone all the way right to the edge, because we've got rid of the bulk as well. So keep hold of those little calico pieces because you can add them into another project.
I guess we could have 3 or 4 thinner
Yeah, you
pockets
can do
running down.
do whatever
Put the
you like.
cards in.
Yeah, you can. So you could, if I just to show viewers really, it would look like this if you had a few more. And this is where you can put your own spin on it because you might embroider the edges.
Yes.
You know, if you've got dies or anything like that, or I don't know, stitch templates or something, you know, that could make a little photo album. You
Yeah,
could do all
yeah.
sorts of things. Okay, so what we need to do now is actually, I'm just going to show how you put them all together. Okay. Now I'm not going to actually sew it all together because I just want to show a few things with the other appliques.
Yes.
But I'm just going to run through what we would do. So I had my little, no, it's here, it's okay. See, I said I work in chaos. Okay, so we'd have our pockets here.
Yep.
Now, at this stage, what you would do is I've actually stitched this on just to show viewers, if you weren't adding any pockets, this would go on plain, okay? You wouldn't stitch this on until you've added your pockets.
Right,
okay,
yes.
because if you stitch now, you're going to go through your lovely cover,
Yeah,
all right?
good point.
But I just wanted something to show viewers if they didn't want the pockets in there. So, you would, if you were adding your pockets, you would actually stitch these down with a line of zigzags on one side. Then you add your 2 pockets here and you would stitch them down. So you end up with this bit in the middle. This is where your spine of your cover would be, okay? Once you've added your pockets, you would then sew on your pages. And again, it's up to you how many you want to, because you can keep building up your pages, okay? I've got a little... This is the one that I used to show in my little book on how to make a cloth book, and I thought I would just show viewers how you can add your pages. Now this is using calico, so if you didn't want to use the heavy linen, you could actually make calico smaller pages and then add them onto your linen pages if you wanted to. But you can see in the middle, she says, where's the middle? Here we go. That's what I wanted to show. Okay, so you would lay all your pages and then just simply do a straight stitch down.
Okay.
But I've actually used a zigzag simply because of the weight that I want to put in my book.
Okay.
All right. Now, how do we secure the edges? There is a reason to why I've left these edges here at the end.
Okay.
So, if you look on the finished book, sorry, I'm giving you lots of work to do today.
No, I like it.
So what I've done is I've neatened up the edges here.
Yes.
I've given, so I've put my pockets in, and you're literally going to stitch over, so with my pins here. Now I know there's lots of viewers out there who actually don't like the frayed edge. So if you don't like the frayed edge, you simply turn under. Let me show you this side because there's more to play with this side. Okay, so you would fold a double fold just as we have done with our dotty.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all enclosed.
Perfect.
Okay, if you want the frayed edge, you literally just turn it over and fray it like we've just...
You know, don't be afraid of the frayed edge.
Well, I'm the frayed girl, I'm afraid.
I like it.
It
gives that organic.
It does.
Look
It does,
to it, doesn't it?
And actually, because I work with a lot of vintage linens and lace.
Yes.
Oh, I've got a bent pin there. I think that one must be blunt. It lends itself to, you know, those beautiful linens. So yes, you'd sew down there, and you'd sew at the end, and that's your book complete, really. You just keep adding and adding.
Yes.
Now, one of the reasons I do just want very quickly to say to viewers, why have I used a heavy linen? Okay, why did I not use a lighter weight? Because where we folded over, so in here, if I just run back to this page here, okay, you can feed like these little metal rings. I've actually fed straight through to the linen because of that heavy weave. Okay, it will hold a lot of weight. And I've also then pinned bits and bobs in. You can see I don't sew things in a lot of the time. I just pin it in. But you've got the weight that will hold all that beautiful ingredients there. So I hope I've covered everything.
Yes, well, we've got another hour at 11 a.m. With Tilly, but let's just recap what we've had in the show. Love this. This is the postcard linen bundle that we've been working with, 100% cotton, £24.99. You do get so much for your money there, and gorgeous vintage designs. The outside of your book is going to look gorgeous with that postcard. Isn't it lovely? Especially if you know somebody that actually lives in Blackpool. How cool will that be? Now, a third of the stock has gone off that. Now, your dotty mix that we've been using throughout the demonstrations, proving to be very, very popular, saving £3, £11.99. Half the stock of that has gone. Remember, people can still buy after the show, and the next programme is at 11 a.m. We've also got the Fuser Web on the show for you. And you can get hold of this. It's nicely packaged as well, £9.99. You get 20 inches wide. You get the instructions on how to use that as well. 083181 We've also got some calico on the show. And if you want to get hold of this, again, excellently presented. I love this. £9.99, 56 inches wide, 853541. Now, one of the busiest items on the show is the, oh, I love these, the Millie Tilly Natural Fabric Collection. These are heavyweight linen, and it's the ice cream range. Now, the pistachios you're seeing there is 60% gone. And then the nutmeg is half the stock gone. Now they're half a metre by, is that 542 centimetres?
54
centimetres. Inches, yes.
So what's that in centimetres?
Is that 524?
It's not 5'4".
No. Anyway, have a look on the website for all the measurements for you. We'll take a look at that and adjust it. But if you do want to get hold of the book, we still have that available. £12.99. You can make and create some delightful projects, and we're always busy when we bring the book from Tilly. Head to the website, grab hold of that. 452903. And again, what a lovely Christmas gift that will make. Tilly, you're so inspirational.
Thank you,
love
my
doing
lovely.
shows with you.
Thank you.
Do you think this is going to be easy for somebody just to pick up and start making and creating when
Yes.
they get the book?
In a word.
Yes.
Yes. I hope
right.
so.
We're going to have you back at 11 o'clock.
Yes, so at 11 we're going to be showcasing some British tweed and my latest design.
Oh,
yes.
how
So
delightful.
a bit of white work, Irish embroidery on tweed.
Please join us for that. In fact, stay with us because we've got some great shows coming up on Hochanda. It's been great to have your company. Thank you so much for all your questions as well. We'll see you later. Thanks,
Bye.
Tilly. Bye. Staying with the stitchy theme, we've got the lovely Dave Bradford coming up next with Lizzie. Gemini Bag Making Dies One Day Special. Be Creative with Cricket is up after that, and Tilly Rose Vintage will be back at 11 o'clock.
Hi, my name's Christine Emerson and I'm the brand ambassador for Spellbinders Creative Arts. I've been with Spellbinders for many years now and I just love their innovative style and all the amazing products that they come out with. Being part of the Hochanda family is just wonderful. Being able to share with you tips and techniques and to bring you some exciting new products is just absolutely fantastic. I think you're going to love the Spellbinders shows. I want to share with you different ideas and techniques, what you can do with your die cutting. It's not just limited, there's so much that you can create. So don't miss the Spellbinders shows on Hochanda.
The Crafter's Companion Guillotine is a very handy little guillotine. Not only can you trim your paper to size, but it comes with an embedded scoreboard allowing you to score at the same time. It has an easy grip handle and built-in finger guard and has a cutting platform of 8 3/4 inches by 6 1/4 inches. To add this to your order, go to hochanda.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
Hello, good morning. Yes, it is that time of day. Time for our one-day special. Hope you're well. Lovely Lizzie's here. Hello.
Morning.
All right?
Yeah, you?
Good, yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
Good.
Now, we've got for you an amazing one-day special. These are multimedia dies, so they're designed to cut through all sorts of different fabrics and things like that. But if you've ever fancied making your own bags, because normally it's not the sort of thing you can think you can do, really, is it?
No, and having a pattern sometimes is a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
So we kind of cut to the quick and giving you the dies. And
yeah.
100% accuracy every single time. Cut multiple layers should you wish to.
And
Fantastic.
you can make as many of these as you like. You know, you're actually going to get 4 different bag dies in total. I know they're a little bit odd to look at because I think there's only half a bag there. You do it in 2 sections, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it all will become clear. If you've never seen these before, they're the easiest things to actually make. You're folding the fabric, you're putting the die on the edge of that fold and cutting into your fabric. And like I say, you can cut back and front in one pass. You can cut the flap in one pass. You know, and there are 2 of them fit the Gemini Junior, which I'll talk about later. So that's an added bonus as well. And you can actually make these as big as you want because you can alter how you put the die down on the fabric as to how big they go. And also by folding the fabric, you can make them bigger, wider and longer. So huge potential.
There's 4 different designs here.
Yes.
Plus you get loads of other dies which will make decorative elements, and they'll also make little things like key fobs and tags, that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
So it's a complete, not only a complete bag making bundle, but it's also all the decorative bits that you need, all the tag bits that you possibly could wish for as well.
Yes.
And we've got it as well on a special £43 saving at the moment. Should be £122.94 for the whole lot. Today it's £79.94, so that's a whopping reduction. And it's on 3 flexes as well. So to get all of this home today, all you pay is £26.65, £26.65 in 4 weeks and £26.65 in 8 weeks' time. And the different bags that we can make.
Right, so this is the round clutch bag, that's that one. And to be honest, I'm going to show you how you can actually change these up a little bit. But anyway, that's the basic pattern for the round clutch bag. That's the scalloped clutch bag there, and obviously you've got that gorgeous scalloped edge. That's probably one that's been made the most often. Then you've got the hobo bag here, which is
probably
actually biggest and the most simplest, okay? Because there's no darts, there's no sugar bag bottom. It's literally back, front, repeat on the lining and the flap, and you've made it. And then you've got the tote bag, which I think's absolutely super, and I love the shape of that flap. Looks like a bikini bottom, I know, hands up.
It does,
it looks like a bikini bottom, but once you get past that, it actually is quite an interesting shape, and you can do a lot with it.
You can sell what you make?
Oh, absolutely.
So make as many things as you want and sell them at your craft fairs or whatever. So this is our one-day special on 3 flexes, and remember, you're saving by buying it today £43 off what the price should be. 457769 is your item number as well. Now, not only is the one-day special a big deal, we've also got for you the fastener kits that we were able to get more stock of for you. The fasteners are brilliant, they really, really are. You're actually going to get 325 of them, and we'll pop up details up on the screen for you in just a second for them. But that's if you want the one-day special. There it is, 457769. All those multimedia dies to make the bags, but also decorate the bags, and you can make things like key fobs and bag charms, that sort of thing as well. 457769. Now, the fasteners that I was talking about, here they are. First time these were on air, they absolutely flew. Thousands of you ordered them when they first came out. And if you've not seen them before, you get the actual tool itself, which is in the box, together with, I think, 100 fasteners in the box.
That's right.
But then you're going to get, as an extra, 225 extra fasteners in all these different colours, so you get 325 fasteners in total. Think how many garments that's going to make, or how many bags that's going to secure.
Exactly.
And you're getting them for £29.99. You're actually getting all those fasteners in there for nothing, because that should be £14.99. You should be paying £44.98. But you're going to get that as a bonus today, just by spending £29.99. And
isn't it lovely?
Is it easy to use?
It's like candy, isn't it? I love it. Yes, it is really easy to use, and obviously I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. The tool is in there, the hole maker is in there as well, the bradle or the awl, it depends what words, terminology you want to use. They are super strong. They won't go through massively thick things, because obviously you've got the depth of the pokey bit that's got to go through, so you've got to bear that in mind. I love this idea of putting the socks together.
You mismatched socks.
Yeah.
That's the bane of my life.
I had a genius moment one night. But there's so many different things you can make. I mean, when we first look at these sort of things, I don't know about you, but I always think, oh, yes, they're great for baby grows and bibs and things like that. Yeah. But actually, for things like, you know, the tray making a gorgeous little Christmas tray to put your bits and bobs in, your keys as you come through the door. We've got a play mat here where all the little animals have been popped onto it, but you can actually unpop them. I was going to say pop them off, but unpop them. Yeah, and they're safe. There's nothing about these that will harm a child. Right. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing metallic that's going to get super hot. There's nothing sort of sharp. Everything about this is absolutely superb.
So whether it's bags,
yes, or
for fastenings,
purses,
shirts, blouses.
In fact, you know, I was saying this last night. If you were to lose 2 or 3 buttons off of your shirt, because sometimes they do come off, I would say take the whole lot off. Stitch up the buttonhole, a few little stitches, and then replace everything with poppers. And you could either have a full set of one colour, or you could use 2 or 3. I love that idea.
Well, I've actually got a couple of shirts that are pop stud fasteners, and they're so handy. Yes. They really are. If you've got dexterity issues, it's so much easier to do those than fiddly little buttons. But from a fun point of view, they're great to have and great to use and great fun to work with as well. But they are in the show right now. We're busy for this. $29.99. That's what you should be paying just for the tool and 100 of the fasteners. If I just show you, if I just take the kind of cover off this just for a second.
Yeah, you can see everything in there.
There we go, look.
And you've got everything you need. You've got the tools. You've also got some tools in there, which I'll show you when I'm sat down, that actually you can change the sizes. Now, at the moment, we supply you with 12 mil, OK? So all your poppers and your tool is ready to go with 12 mil. Right. But actually, there's bits and pieces in there, tools in there, that you can change up that will size up 10 and 15 mil. Yeah. So you've got the opportunity later to actually change the size of your poppers too.
And remember, that is your bonus. You're not paying for those, and it's easy to get refills for them as well. But today you save $14.99, you only spend $29.99, and they're also different shapes. You've got stars as well as rounds.
There's hearts in there as well.
Every colour imaginable.
Yeah, I just love them, and some of them are really sort of bright and cheerful. Others are more subtle, if you want. There's more white, because obviously that's going to be the most popular colour, maybe. But it's just they're just happy, and I love the idea of actually having the buttons different colours, and actually the stud and the actual socket different colours as well. So each popper, there's 4 different colours that you can have. I love that idea.
Over 20% of our available stock has gone, so if you want them, pop them in your basket right now. It's the sort of thing you'd struggle to find. You know, where do you get a machine that does this? It's normally just done in manufacturing. Yeah. And you never get the chance to be able to do it yourself, but here you can. OK, $29.99 then, 375875 is your item number, and the website's got everything else from Threaders that's in the show. We've got our faux leather, which was particularly popular last night. We've got our glitter fabrics as well there in various different sizes. We've got them as charm packs. We've got them as 2.5-inch strips. We've got them as fat quarters. It's all there if you want to have a little look at our website, hochanda.com. We've also got, importantly, a happy hour deal just for this hour only. And it is our double-sided fabric adhesive sheets. Now, you're going to get 2 packs of those, so 20 sheets of double-sided adhesive for this low price of just £14.98. So we're taking 25% off just for this hour only, or until the stock sells out. How would you use this then? This is for fabric, yeah?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you how to use the popper, and then I've got a piece ready to go to show you how to use the double-sided adhesive sheets.
OK, fantastic.
So we're good to go on that. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's in the happy hour if you want it. £14.98, you get 20 sheets in total. Right then.
So this is the bag I made last night. So I'd started it at 6, finished it at 8. So you can, if you want to see how it was done and put together, then look at those 2 shows. And this is actually the bag base of the tote bag. So this is what I'll show you, because it has a nice flat bottom to it. Right, needs a good press, apologies. And I used the round clutch bag to actually use the flap. So I didn't use what we call the bikini bottoms for the tote bag. You can change them.
So
that's
the
thing.
Of
course,
the
absolutely. They work brilliantly like that. Added a little frill, a little bit of frou-frou. Also put a strap on. So again, you might want to watch back at those shows to see how I put the strap on there, and I managed to get it straight as well.
By the way,
but it needs a popper.
This glitter fabric that you're seeing, we've got that in the show as well, and it's great for making bags out of, but also you can make clothing out of it as well.
Of course you can, absolutely. It's wiped clean, so bear that in mind. So it may be suitable for a waistcoat that you're not going to wear too often, that sort of thing, but great for bags and things. So I lined it with one of our tote Tokyo Blue fabrics, which is just amazing.
Right,
now,
good.
while it's in this state, I need you to make a decision, Dave. While it's in this state, I've actually got the opportunity of changing my mind, because I could actually reverse this completely, OK? I can turn it inside out.
Oh,
now,
right.
where I've turned it through with the lining, which is this bit here, I would have to hand stitch that.
Right.
I wouldn't machine it, I would hand stitch it, if this was the side I decided to go for. So straight away, before I've actually committed myself to poppers and hardware, I've actually completely changed the bag and made it reversible. Now, of course, what you could do is not put a popper on that at all, or a button or whatever, and you could have it just like that.
Yeah, if you want to use it as a reversible bag, leave it like that.
Exactly. And that's, you know, that's the decision. So, Dave, what do you want? All
popper.
white? All white.
All white.
Yeah? OK, I'll
Take all white,
again.
yeah. But you proved the point.
But yes, until you've decided, then they are completely reversible, which again is something super duper.
It seems a sin to have that much glitter hidden away.
Hidden away on the inside.
Especially this time of the year.
And of course, if you had a pocket on the inside and you changed your mind, that pocket would just end up on the outside, which is fine, isn't it? So we need to choose a popper. And like I say, there's so many to choose from. We should, this is my personal opinion, I think we should go for a blue or a yellow to match the lining.
OK.
Is that a bit
agree.
wild?
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I mean, if you want a more discreet one, they've got a white one in there, or a black, or you could have a a grey star.
Yes, that's nice, yeah. Are we still going to go for the blue?
Yeah, go on then.
Which one? That sort of royal blue, or sort of more subtle?
Subtle blue.
More subtle.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
You know me,
actually.
very subtle.
Yes, right. So what I do is, because they're small, I just get my fingers in there and I just pull a few out, which is obviously far too many for what I want. But the thing is, I know I've got everything I need, OK? I need the tool. So this is my tool in here. It kind of pops out, and in the tool case you've got the bradawl, which is or the awl, which is what's going to make your hole. It's super sharp, ladies and gents.
Okay.
So please don't do this when you're sitting down and you're going into towards your legs.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Obvious reasons.
Obviously protect yourself, but it is you know, just a warning. You've got the screwdriver there. Now that is in case you want to change the little dish, which is just here. Let me hold it so you can see. So that little dish there. In fact, let me turn it because.
So do you change the dish if it's a different size?
Yes.
Right.
And you have got the 15mm and the 10mm dish in the pack. Okay, it's sitting just in there.
Right. Good.
Sorry, I'll put my hand in front. But you can unscrew that with the screwdriver that you've got to change the dish size, and you can also change this bit here, which goes. If you follow me up here, that's the screw that you would undo to actually change this part here, and you get that in the kit as well.
Okay.
So I mean, it's future-proofed itself straight away.
And do you
hasn't
get,
it?
you get both sizes, or the different sizes you need for the trays? They come in, they're not all one size, are they?
These are all one size.
Oh,
These are 12mm.
Right.
We thought, let's get you started, because you're going to go popper crazy. Okay, you really will. You'll be finding so many things. You'll be making so many things to put poppers on, I assure you. So you've got everything that you need. So you've got all your spare parts in here. You've got the awl, which is fantastic. You've got the tool, you've got the poppers, you're good to go. As soon as it comes through the letterbox, you will be popping.
Yes, if it moves, you'll be poppering it.
Yes. And actually, there is a lovely, I don't get any monetary gain from this, right? There is a super project on my Facebook page, so with Lizzie, of making these one-piece purses, which it's just one piece of fabric that you fold. It's a bit of origami, but they're great for putting poppers in.
Right.
Okay, so I've got one there we can do later. And so if you want a quick project, this takes, you know, 20 minutes, and you'll be able to make this purse, all right? And it's one piece of fabric.
But these fasteners, these are the sort of things that you normally expect to see on pre-made garments.
Definitely.
You don't have the opportunity of putting things like this on things at home normally. Now you've got the machine to do it, the tool, and also that bonus box. You're getting another 225 of these fastenings. That's 225 pairs, male and female, in there, plus 100 in the box, plus the tool, all for a discount of $14.99.
OK, so if you haven't pressed your bag yet, you might be able to see the fold line. Of course, I've pressed mine, so I can't see it, but I think it's probably about there. So let's what shall I do? There. I'm going to kind of eyeball it, but I know I haven't pressed my bag so I can see my crease line, so this comes in really handy. So I'm just folding that back and putting my little dot there. So then what I've done is I've made a top and I've made a bottom.
Right,
okay, so we're
makes
good
sense.
to go. Yeah. So the next thing to do, and I always get a little anxious about this because I'm actually putting a hole through the bag that I've just lovingly made. But trust me, it'll be fine. So I'm just literally offering my bradawl up there and I'm just popping that through. So I'm literally just pushing that through. So you can see now why I'm saying, please don't do that on your lap. I put my fingers either side of it and I just use that as my lever and pop that through. So that makes a lovely big hole. That's good to go. Good. And then on the actual bag itself, again, I'm just offering my bradawl up to the mark that I've made, which is just here. And I'm just literally protecting my fingers, protecting my bag, and I'm just literally going to push that
Make sure you don't go through the back of the bag as well.
Well, that's why I say, yeah, get your fingers there to protect. So if we do the bag flap first, so the little button, which is a lovely shiny little button, I'm going to get hold of it, there we go, that goes on the outside of your bag, because you want to see that nice bit, don't you? So that goes on the outside of your bag, and then you've got the stud and the socket. Now I'm going to try and hold it so you can see the stud and the socket. Okay, so that's the stud and that's the socket. Okay, now you can decide which way round. If you were using our magnetic closure, you'd put the stud on the underside of the flap. Okay, so that's what I've done. It doesn't matter with these, to be perfectly honest, so don't get too het up about it. Open up your tool so that it's ready to go, because sometimes it closes a little bit, so open it up. And mine's a bit squeaky, and the button, which is on the underside of my bag, is going to sit inside that dish. Now if I get one and show you this, I mean, it's just glove tight, isn't it? I mean, it just sits in there beautifully. And that's what you want the button on the other side to do. Okay, so just tap that out. So I'm just going to hold everything together and just slide my tool in. And literally, I'm just bringing that down. Now, I haven't done anything other than bring that down, because that's kind of holding it. I wriggle it a little bit to make sure the button is sitting in the dish. Okay? It usually does.
Can you feel when it engages?
Well, yeah, you can. It just slips in. You can feel it. It's a nice fit. It's not going to. That's not going to go anywhere now. Okay. So give it a little wriggle, and then so. If you have a little weakness in your hand or your wrist, then use two hands, okay? So squeeze with this, push with that, vice versa if you're left-handed, okay? If you've got enough strength in your wrist, then that's all it's going to take. It's going to go like that. And I've done it, okay? So if I lift that up...
It's not hard to do?
Gosh, no.
I'll
get
using
you
a
to do
stapler.
it. Yeah. So there we are. So if you have a quick look, you'll be able to see that popper has gone in absolutely perfectly. I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? It's a work of art. I love it. So now we have to do the opposite. In other words, we have to put the socket in this side. Now, the button, this is interesting. I do like a bit of interesting. The button, you won't see. So if you've got a colour in your set that doesn't appeal to you, then use the button, because that's going on the inside of the bag.
I see, okay.
Because you need that socket on the outside. So we could change that. I mean, I'm happy with that one. So we'll put that in the back. Now we've got a little bit more fabric, and actually the popper is quite a way down, so we need to scrunch our bag up a bit to get that tool in. So now we need the socket, and generally speaking they will sit quite nicely together. If they don't, you'll get into the habit of just pinching it all together, opening up your tool, sliding that in, and this is where I probably need a little wriggle to get that to my popper. And as long as you complete all that fabric in that space there, you'll be absolutely fine. This is not easy doing this sitting down like this. So let me just readjust myself. There we go. Bear with. Let's just get that in there again. To be honest, I tell you what would be a good idea, if you put a bit of masking tape on the back of this just to hold it.
That's a good idea,
that's just come to me.
But also, of course, you won't be doing it on TV at home, which is always making it 10 times more difficult.
Well, you always have to try and hold it so you can see, and of course I fail miserably every time. But and also I've just got to weave that fabric in. I've got to pleat that fabric and get my tool in there. There we go. And once you've got that I haven't pushed anything yet. I'm squeezed. I'm just holding it. I'm giving it a little wriggle to make sure that's sitting in the dish. And again, if you're one hand is perfectly fine for me. Like I said, just pop your hand on there if that's not good for you, and just give that a squeeze.
Can you actually feel it kind of click in place?
Not really, but you can feel that you've done something.
Right, okay.
It's I haven't put any pressure. If you feel that you haven't squidged enough, go in and give it another squidge, okay? But that's perfectly fine. And then just wriggle your tool out of there. And so again, we can see that that socket is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. There we go. So you can see. So all I got to do now is obviously bring my popper over and join them together. Now, if for instance you've made a mistake and put two sockets together or two studs together, a pair of pliers will actually break the popper. A real good pair of pliers will break, so that all is not lost. You don't have to worry. But that's now got its popper on. It's quite sweet, isn't it?
It's as easy as that. And of course, it's not just for bags, but it's brilliant for bags, brilliant for purses and wallets and things like that as well. Over a quarter of the stock has now gone on this, but you can put them on your blouses, you can put them on your shirts, the kids' outfits, like, you know, tracksuit tops, that sort of thing. Whatever you want to put it onto, you can put it on, no problem at all. All these different colours. These are 12mm, you say?
Those are all 12mm. That's what we've given to you, to give you a starter. To be perfectly honest, I know you're going to go popper crazy. This is my own personal set, so you can see it's all a bit of a muddle. But that's going to last me absolutely ages.
And remember, you've got 125 pairs actually in the box that comes with the machine, with the tool. But what we're giving you today, and you're not being charged for it at all, is the extra 225 pairs of poppers or fasteners. Should be $14.99, but as you can see, your discount is saving you $14.99, so that in effect is for nothing. It's a bonus. $44.98's worth for just $29.99, and you'll be putting poppers and fasteners on all sorts of things. And you've got every colour you can think of. You've also got, of course, different shapes. You've got hearts, you've got stars in there, and of course the plain rounds as well.
And there's a flower as well. Great. So it's great because it gives you a little bit of fun. And even the stars, the hearts and the flowers all still fit very neatly into that dish. That although because they're a different shape, they may look smaller, they're not. The outside edges of all of those bits and bobs will fit into that dish as snugly. So there's no worry about it not fitting. So there's the gold one. There's also a grey as a star as well. Then there's the light yellow flower, which is just in here. There's also a little pink heart. Is it that one? Yes, there it is. They get muddled up something. They are mine, so they are going to get muddled. And then you've got the pink heart, which is this one here. There we go. And a little red heart, which is in there somewhere.
So sweet.
There we go.
But think about what you can put fasteners on. I mean, just around us here, we've got fasteners on everything. I like the idea of this coin tray, or it's like a bedside table organiser tray, isn't it?
Well, I made that out of Christmas fabric because I thought, you know what, we could put nuts in there. We can put, you know, little bits, I don't know, little mince pies. Because that would actually, I would heat my mince pies up and then put the mince pies in there. Would actually keep them quite warm. So there's so many things you can do with them. Gosh.
Okay. Now we're going to be demoing the happy hour as well in just a second. But reminder, if you do want the fasteners and the fixtures, they are in the show right now, saving you $14.99. So you're getting basically those 225 fasteners absolutely as a bonus. You're not paying for them at all. £29.99 today then. 375875 is your item number. No P&P if you're a Freedom member, as always. And also, of course, if you're spending over £60, no matter what you're buying today, you can have a flexi order if you're going for a few things, putting a few fabrics in your basket and things like that. 375875. OK, so other things that are in the show, we've got, of course, our fantastic double-sided adhesive sheets. Now, you're actually getting 2 packs. There's 10 in a pack. You're getting 2 packs. There's 20 sheets in total for just £14.98, saving you 25% off the price. And this is going to help you with things like applique, put things onto fabric, and it keeps it in place while you stitch it or before you stitch it.
Yeah, absolutely. Or if you don't, I mean, it's not a permanent bond. It's incredibly tacky.
Right.
I'll get you to feel it in a second. So it will go on to things like the back of pockets. You know, the glitter fabric, you could cut a heart or a flower and pop it onto a back of pocket. And if you want to, you can peel it off before you're doing the washing and stuff like that.
So you don't heat this with an iron? It's
no,
just basically
it's super tacky, really. So I've cut a little square. And I haven't taken the backing off of it yet, OK? So I've literally cut a little square. I'll use my bradawl just to peel the corner off. So that's waste. put that to one side. But I want you just to, you can tell because I've got hold of it with one little finger. That is so super tacky.
That is super tacky, definitely.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to slip and slide with that.
No. So it is great. It's really strong. So I've got some fabric here that I've stabilised with our fabric stabiliser, and it's perfect for die cutting. So all I've done is I've popped my piece down onto that straight away, and then I can just cut my fabric out. And obviously this is an example of what you could possibly do at home. So then what you're going to do is you're obviously going to cut something. Now in the actual dies, the bag dies, there are some lovely flowers. Let's see if we can find them.
And do remember our one-day special, the bag dies, they are multimedia dies, so they're designed to go through multiple layers of all sorts. You know, these are not the standard thin dies at all, so there's much more cutting depth. So if you want to cut through like faux leather or even real leather, multiple layers of cotton and that sort of thing, it'll do it for you one pass at a time. And there's loads of decorative dies in there as well, and little tags that you can turn into key rings if you want to. And also, by the way, just as a heads up, if you are thinking about making maybe bag charms, which are very fashionable. The width of these dies here are exactly the same width as the furniture D-rings that you can buy, so they'll fit perfectly onto the side of your bag if you want to do them and use them in that way. So, and they are on the website as well, the furniture. We've got it in silver and we've got it in the kind of coppery colour as well, so two looks for you for that price.
So what I've done is I just managed to get 2 dies on here. I thought I was going to get 1, but I've got 2. So I've just used the flower dies. Obviously, it's up to you what you use. There might be some super dies that you've got at home, and this is absolutely perfect for. So I've got my stabilised fabric, which obviously is not going to fray, my sticky back adhesive sheets, and I'm going to just run that through the Gemini. So pop it in there. Don't forget, over Christmas time, ladies and gents, get your revolving plate, your Lazy Susan.
That's
and then
absolute genius idea.
It's not my idea. There's a lady in America that happened to write what she does. And I thought, my goodness me,
why didn't we think
I'm going to have that. So I messaged her and I said, do you mind if I borrow your idea? And she's thrilled to bits. Do you know, I can't remember her name. I'll try and look it up because I do like to give a bit of a name check to people.
It's such a good idea, though, because who's got the space, you know, for...
It's great, isn't it?
You know, for all your plates and stuff. So just happen it on Lazy Susan, just twiddle it round.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So look, all I've done is I've just pushed my die cuts through now, so literally, and I'm just wondering what to put it on. I'm just thinking actually it might look quite nice on there. So then all I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to take the backing off again, and it just literally peels away. Let's just peel that away. And again, that's still super sticky.
Absolutely.
So let's put it on the back, because I was going to put a popper on this. And you're going to come up with some ideas. You know, I'm just doing this as a demonstration, so you can see how sticky it is. And again, just get your get a pin in there, or this Bradley is not doing too bad a job. Just to lift that first little piece up, and then you can obviously just peel it away, and then you can pop it onto something. In fact, I'm really tempted to put that on there. Let's do it.
Bearing in mind that's a glittery fabric, it still sticks onto the glittery fabric.
It's fine.
Really well
Yes, it's absolutely fine. So look, what you could do is just leave it as it is. That's perfectly fine. I mean, it's, you know, I'd have to really once you, in fact, you burnish it. This is what I would do. I would burnish it. In other words, you're pushing the glue into the fibres. Okay, so you're sort of marrying the two together. If you wanted to, you could hand stitch. Sorry, you could hand stitch round that if you wanted to. You could put that under the machine before you make the project up, and actually machine it down if you want to. But actually, that's really not going to go anywhere.
No, it's not.
I would say if you're going to wash this purse, who washes purses? I don't know.
I've never washed one in my life.
No, me neither. Because we often talk about that, don't we? About yes, it's washable, but actually we don't. With the bags, we don't wash them. But actually, you could peel that off if you wanted to and re-stick it down again when you're done.
Well, the double-sided sheets, remember, are our happy hour deal. They won't be at this price in the next show. They'll be back up to where they should be, which is £19.98. But if you order them this hour, they're only £14.98. The ideal use for them really is for applique, so that you can then sew around the edges if you wish to. It does away with the need for glues and that sort of thing. Basically, it's double-sided adhesive for fabric. You get 20 sheets, 2 packs of 10, £5 off. 389202. Let's show you some things though that have been made with the one-day special. These fantastic bag making dies are brilliant. They really are. 4 different designs you can make, and you can sell what you make as well. Take a look. To be honest with you, what you've got here is almost like a little bag making factory, because if it's bags that you love to make, they can be quite time consuming to make very often, but not when you're using the dies. If you're following patterns, that's when it can get a little bit tricky and mistakes can happen. What these dies do is they make sure that everything is cut to absolute perfection. Everything is exactly the right shape, everything is exactly the right size, everything's going to fit together beautifully, so you'll make fantastically professional looking bags in next to no time, out of whatever fabric you want, out of maybe our faux leather that's in the show today. You make them as clutch bags, make them as craft bags. You can put your pens in them. It could be your makeup and cosmetics that you want to put in them. But there's basically 4 different designs of bag you can make out of these dies today. You choose the fabric, you choose the colour scheme, take commissions from people, friends at work or colleagues who live down the road or whatever. If people know you make them and you've got a colour scheme, or maybe you've got a particular top or skirt that you don't wear anymore, but you'd like to have like a bag made out of that material or something, a bit of upcycling, then this is brilliant for that. It really, really is. But where I think this really comes into its own, rather than just having a die to make the bag, and then you think, well, I need things like decorative charms. I want to have like flowers on the side of the bag and that sort of thing. How do I go about that? It's giving you all those different dies as well. So for decorative purposes, for key ring making, bag charms, which is all the rage at the moment, we've got all of these, look, that have been made using the tag dies that are in with the one-day special today. So they're really cool, you know, not just buying and, or not just making and selling your bags, but also having the key rings and all that sort of thing that you can sell separately too. These dies will cut out leather, they'll cut out leatherettes, they'll cut out suede, they'll cut out all sorts of material, glitter fabrics as well. You've even got a bow die in there too, which you can of course put on a bag or wear as a hair grip or wear it on an outfit. It's entirely up to you. But all of these dies should be the full price of these, I think, is in the region of £123, £122.94. Today you're saving £43. You're getting everything for just £79.94. And we know that December's a bit of a tricky month for obvious reasons. We're going to give you 3-way flexi, not 2. So you can spread the cost into 3 helpful payments of just £26.65 now, £26.65 in 4 weeks, and £26.65 in 8 weeks' time. Of course, you pay the P&P on the first payment today if you're not a Freedom Club member, but if you are, you don't have to worry about P&P. Full instructions come on the back of all the cards that they come packaged in as well. But 457769 is the brilliant one-day special. Now, one thing we've not touched on very much so far in the show are the fabrics we have available in this hour as well. Now, the glitter fabric, which you've been seeing making the bag a few minutes ago, we have that available in lots of different options. So you probably want to use this fabric in all sorts of different ways, so there's an option for you. This option, first of all, are your fat quarters.
That's right. So you're actually getting 2 metres of fabric here, because you've got 4 along the top, the sort of Neapolitan colours, and then you've got the autumnal colours, I think, at the bottom. Actually, I think these are quite classy colours as well. Yeah. But you're getting all 8. So there's 8 fat quarters there, 2 metres of fabric. So an actual fact, if you took one of these, you could get a back, a front and a flap front from one of those pieces of fabric. So actually you've got the potential of 8 bags here, plus little bits left over to make your tags and tassels with. And
look at the price, only £17.98, a £6 saving off of this price. Should be £23.98, 8 fat quarters in total, and you've just got this beautiful glittery surface. I mean, for maybe a New Year's Eve bag or a party season bag or whatever you want it to be. I mean, this one in this kind of peppermint green.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Gorgeous,
yeah, that's the mint option there. Well, it isn't an option because you're getting them all. But I mean, you couldn't make a bag of this size, but you could make a bag with our bag making dies from these fat quarters. Yeah. Or you could make, gosh, I don't know how many you'd make of this sort of size as well, obviously because that doesn't have a flap to it. So any of our, let me think, the round clutch bag or the scallop clutch bag, the bottom part, that was what would make that bag. This kind of drawstring bag, gosh, you could make loads of those. And in actual fact, because it's glittery, you could put your Christmas gifts in there and give them as a gift in the bag.
You could put your unicorn food in here.
Oh my gosh.
Well. Couldn't you?
Yes, you could.
Couldn't the little kids put their unicorn food?
Yeah.
Or the reindeer food as well, reindeer food for
Santa. Definitely. So it's perfect for this time of year. But you know what, if you're looking now beyond Christmas, this is great fabric to work with after Christmas.
Okay, well, the same fabric is available in lots of different options. There they are as 8 fat quarters at £17.98. We've got the strip rolls here as well. These are 2.5 inches across, which is quite a traditional width, isn't it?
And again, you could stitch all these together if you wanted to. You could stitch half together and cut up the other half. You could make these into 2.5-inch squares. You could use them for your die cutting, like all the flowers that we were just looking at before that I cut. So you could make flowers out of them, and little princesses' crowns, little headbands that you could make, things like that. So it's actually, it's really a useful size. You could bind the edge of a quilt using these fabrics because they're 2.5-inch strips.
Now, we've also got the charm pack down the bottom here as well. Now, you actually get 2 charm packs, I believe.
Yeah, there's loads of fabric. It's about 72 pieces of fabric. I think it works out to be 20 pence a square anyway.
I mean, nothing's stopping you incorporating this into a patchwork quilt if you want to introduce a little bit of sparkle into it.
Absolutely, or cut into it again. You know, you could cut into that and make 2.5-inch squares. You could die cut bits and pieces out of that, make your tags and tabs out of that. Like you say, you could add that pop of colour with the glitter on a quilt.
Put your double-sided adhesive on the back of that, run it through your die-cutting machine, and then add it to the back of blouses and things like that. £12.98 gets you 32 charm pack size 5-inch squares. Okay, 923251 is the item number there. So there's 3 different varieties really of the sparkle fabric. Then we come on to these ones are the meters, aren't they? Meter bolts.
So you're getting a pair, and there's a metre on each bolt. So in other words, you're getting 2 metres of fabric.
These are coming as duos.
And it's the same price as the fat quarters, but with the fat quarters, you're getting a selection of everything. With this, you're getting the 2. So you're choosing from the gold and the chocolate.
So that's the first option. Gold and chocolate at the top, just there.
And then blush and mint, which is next to it. This is my Neapolitan colours. They're so pretty, aren't they? So that's the blush and the pink, mint. And then you've got black and midnight. I'm sorry, midnight and frost.
Midnight and frost is the next option. There we go.
Dear. And then you've got copper and slate.
And look at the sort of thing you can do when you've got that sort of amount of fabric. Wow, that bow is so effective.
Isn't it lovely? Very classy indeed. But then you could go fun and funky with our cat bag, because it is a bag. And again, you know, it's down to you guys. But what your imagination speaks to you. Sometimes you get an idea and you think that glitter fabric would be perfect.
Now, what about having a bag made out of faux leather? That's what we've got next for you. Now, these colours, you choose which colour you want. My favourite colour, not that it matters that it's my favourite, but
I really like this one as well.
I love this colour.
Yeah.
It's almost like grey meets gold, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Look at the amount you get.
It's a really big piece. And don't be afraid of the creases, because these will steam out. You could use a hot dry iron if you want, but actually it takes steam really well on the back, because on the back it's just like a knitted fabric, so it takes it perfectly. And don't get worried about it, because it will take a really hot steamy iron.
What do we call this colour?
So this is metallic grey.
Metallic grey, okay, so that's metallic grey if you want that one. We do have other colours as well. This silver is absolutely gorgeous.
I love the silver and the gold. Yep. Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they? Yeah. They've got a lovely sheen and shine to them.
They're not brassy, are they, at all?
Not at all. This is your pink. Then you have beige. And then on the top, you've then got your white, which I think is called a silver white.
I think it's metallic white.
Metallic white?
Yeah, I think so, Dave.
Metallic white. Then we have...
That's the peach.
Peach.
Mustard.
Mustard.
And maroon.
And maroon. Mustard's such an in colour at the moment.
I love that colour.
Imagine a bag in that.
So rich. But it could be just the front of it. You just might want to just have the flap made out of the faux leather. The demonstration I've got lined up next is a mixture of the glitter and the faux leather as well.
Now,
and it just works so well.
You can use the handbag dies with this, but also you can use the decorative dies with this as well. So if you want to have like faux leather keychains or embellishments on your bags as well. So
any of our multimedia, and of course you don't have to cut just one layer, or cut 2 or 3 layers. So
fab. Okay, go for those if you like it. £9.99 for a whole metre. Yeah, it was a metre.
It's half a metre.
Half a metre, sorry. Half a metre.
Yeah.
Right, now the fasteners that are here, these are just kind of lighting up the phone lines as we thought they would do. I think the most genius idea of the day is to put hot studs on your socks.
Yes.
Because if you're like me, I've got about probably 50 pairs of socks, all black, and I can never match them up properly.
No, you get a short one and then a long one, don't you? All
one
the
that's slightly more grey than the other.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, well, these are going to help sort your sock drawer out, but they're also going to, of course, help fasten your bags, your purses, your blouses, whatever it may be. You're going to get today, all of these fasteners at the top you're not paying for, because they're going to be as a bonus. They're worth $14.99, and we're giving you $14.99 off the price of this. There's the hand-crimped machine that does all the fastening for you. There's nothing to plug in. It's not mechanically it's mechanical, but it's not plugged in or battery operated or anything like that. It's just literally using it like a stapler. You just squeeze the handle.
Yes, it's very simple. I'll get you to do it, Dave.
OK, that attaches the fastener, and you can put them on anything you like. I like this idea of making this tray.
And 8.5-inch square ×2, stitch them together, right side round, and then put your poppers in the corners. And this is actually quite a good one to start with, because you're having to put 8 poppers in, and so it's good practice, and you'll get to know how much pressure you need or how much squeeze you need to give it. And you know, it's not difficult.
That could be the dog's neckerchief.
Yeah, I think it's a little bandana.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things, you know, as I said before, immediately you start thinking of baby's bibs and baby grows. That's what people think of with these sort of poppers.
I've got a couple of shirts.
But shirts, yeah, the boxes, the purses, the bags. There's so many different ways. I mean, this little purse here from one of the So Lovely range has a little popper in it as well. And we've got the little play mat, which has the detachable animals. I mean, that's just genius.
Yep.
And that somewhere or other, and I must hunt it out for 1 o'clock, we've got a scarf that's been brought around and all poppers down there. So I need to show you that, because that's really super. So again, there's nothing unsafe about these poppers, because like I say, you would have to get a really strong pair of pliers to take them off. So no baby's going to be able to bite into them. They've got any teeth, haven't they?
Absolutely. Well, I think that's such a clever
really
idea.
Safe as well.
You're used to seeing them on finished products that you buy from the shops, but how do you actually put them on yourself? This is what you need. $29.99, 375 875 is your item number if you want the fasteners. And remember, you'll be looking for things to put fasteners on. You really, really will.
You will.
OK, now the website's got everything you want. There it is, look, including the faux leather. The other deals that we've got with our sparkle fabrics as well, you'll find that there. The handbag furniture, by the way, that's available in a silver or a copper tone. You're going to get your D-rings, you're going to get your magnetic clasps, and you're also going to get your buckles as well. That's there at a good price as well, only $11.48 for that. Actually, that's better than half price, or it is half price. I'll show you that in a sec, because I think you'll probably want to get hold of some of those. All there, if you take a little look at the website. Some of the things that we've been talking about, stick and stay, stick and spray, the fabric stabiliser, all of that's there. And don't forget the happy hour, the 20 sheets of adhesive, repositionable adhesive sheets, £14.98, £5 off. Can I just quickly show you the handbag furniture, just for a sec? Because this is a half-price deal, which I didn't realise it was actually,
Oh, that's excellent.
You're going to get your D-rings, which is the same size as the dies. So if you are making these into, or making some bag charms to put on the furniture, they're exactly the same width as the dies that we showed you earlier on. You've got your magnetic clasps as well for your bag flaps. You've got these, which are, of course, your buckles, and you've also got your rectangular rings there as well, 1-inch rectangle rings. So that's the brass effect, £11.48, half price. If you want the silver effect, though, if that's more to your taste, slightly more modern maybe, then there we are, same price, £11.48, half the price it should be. And I know these magnetic things, they can be quite pricey.
Well, you've got 6 bags there, because you only want 1 magnetic closure on each bag, so you've got 6 bags. With the D-rings, again, you could have a pair of those on the front of a bag with a tag, you know, sort of a strap coming through. And I have got a bag, actually, at the counter that has a lot of the hardware on, so you can see how it works. But it's the simplest of things, it really is. And, of course, it's a 1-inch, so if you remember, it's always 1-inch. The hardware that you get with the bags, the tags and the tabs are 1-inch, and also, you know, the straps that you could make for bags are going to be 1-inch. So it's perfect.
In other words, if I just show you, this is what I mean, and this is what Lizzie's talking about. See, that is a tag, which will make, obviously, either key rings or whatever, but then that is exactly the right width to fit.
Yeah, it's like, you know, somebody thought about it somewhere. How fab is that?
All comes together. Right,
so I've pre-prepared a bit of this so we can rush on and do some work. I've actually cut the, this is the scalloped bag bottom, so this is the bottom part of the bag. It's the lining, so that's that fabric that we just used before. And I've already stitched together. I've left a little gap for turning, but that's all done. I've already pre-made the flap. Now this is the round clutch bag. I have to remember the names of them all, which fits perfectly onto the front of this. So instead of using the scallop, I'm using a different die from a different set. Makes no difference because they all fit. And I've just stitched all the way around about 1/4 inch, and it's ready to turn through. And I've used a glitter and I've used the lining fabric. And you'll see how well the glitter works with the faux leather now, because I've now got 2 pieces of faux leather ready to be cut.
And this is this lovely gold faux leather, isn't it?
It's my favourite, I have to say. So really, there's a bit of a trick to this, OK? And the trick is to fold your fabric individually. So don't put the 2 pieces together and then fold. Do them individually. And the reason for that is if you did do 2 together and then fold, the middle one would be smaller than the outside one.
Right.
Just because that's how it works, isn't it? Yeah. So your 2 pieces of leather, and I'm going to try and do it so you can see. You've got the folds there, OK? And I'm sorry we've got a shiny metal plate, but I do like to use the metal. So I'm just going to pop my die edge, and you can see it's about 1 mil, perhaps 2 mil over the edge. The cutting blade, if you like, actually goes right up to the edge.
Do these dies just work in a Gemini, or can you use them in
any machine? Any machine. Right. Refer to your manufacturer's instructions, obviously, and look for mixed media dies or multimedia dies, and it should tell you what your manufacturer suggests for that, OK? Yeah. And then all we're going to do is going to move it down. Now, you'll notice that I've actually put my bit of, I always use tape, always, because this is precision cutting. So I've put my tape on the actual metal of the die and the scrap of my faux leather. Right. Because low-tack tape becomes super tacky once you pop it through the Gemini, or any machine, come to that. So again, I'm doing the same on the other side. I'm just putting it over the edge by about 1 mil, 2 mil, something like that. If I wanted to make the width of my flap bigger, actually I could bring that die this way, right, and then hand cut those bits that are not going to cut. Does that make sense? The die doesn't restrict you. You can make it bigger or shorter if you want to, whatever. And if I wanted to make this longer, then I could pleat my fabric and then put a pleat, and as I open it up, it becomes longer. Genius. Oh gosh, there's so many variations on the theme. I wouldn't have thought of doing that, but pleating it makes sense. Yeah. I mean, tricky with faux leather, and I'd only do 1 piece at a time. And you really would have to steam it afterwards to get the cotton or whatever. A lot easier. Easy peasy. Breeze. Yeah. So I'll just sit here. I love this. Give it a twirl. Give it a twirl. I know we've got a reverse button before anybody says, "Oh, you're not using your reverse button," but I got so used to using this at home now that, you know, it's my go-to. I love it. We should be selling Lazy Susans now. We'd have a rush on them. I said to the team, you know, come on, we need to get some Lazy Susans. Now, I don't know if this is going to cut through 4 layers. Oh my gosh, yes, it has. Yes. So 4 layers of faux leather, absolutely perfectly. You can see I haven't pressed this, so it's still got my crease lines in. And again, it gives you the perfect crease line down the centre, which actually, seriously, is really useful for when you're putting a popper on or a button. Now, if you were following a pattern, having to draw around the template, then get your scissors out and cut it, you could be the best cutter in the world. You wouldn't get the accuracy that die's just given you there. No, you absolutely wouldn't. And to be honest, you know, what you can do now is you've got to sew your darts. The darts are already cut out for you. So straight away, you've got it's there, it's been done. So all you've got to do is right sides together, bring your cuts together, and I'm just going to stitch from there up to there. And always start from this cut edge up to your fold, okay? Yep. So we'll just quickly do all of these darts, and I've just wriggled it a little bit, but no worries. Do a little back stitch to hold, and then just follow the line. Don't get too hung up about the accuracy here, especially if this is the first one you make. Just follow the line, 1/4 inch, and then just make a little point. There we are. Do a little back stitch. It doesn't take long, does it? No, it absolutely doesn't. What would you charge for a bag like this? 15, 20 pounds? Faux leather and glitter and all the rest, and you could put your embellishments on, I would say £20. Yeah. And actually, this could have been made, for instance, out of the mother of the bride's outfit fabric, if there's some left over. Good point. If you need to take up the hem of a super-duper dress that you're going your Christmas party in, then make a bag from the piece that you've cut off. Well, by the way, I had a feeling these would fly. If you want the bag accessories, the bag furniture, as I call it, we've got the copper, the vintage copper, or brass it is actually. You're going to get these at half price at the moment. We didn't realise we were doing them at half price until we saw them on the
the website a few minutes ago. There we are, look. So you've got the D-rings, you've got the rectangles, you've also got the buckles, and you've also got 6 of the magnetic fasteners as well. Now they are usually quite pricey to find and buy, so you're getting all of that for just £11.48, and it's a choice of the copper or brass or the silver, which is slightly more contemporary, slightly more modern. And again, you're going to get 6 of those magnetic fasteners, of course, as well. But don't forget, we do have the pot stud fastener kit that's in the show too, but if you want the magnetic ones, there they are at £11.48, half price at the moment.
Right, so I've literally put the right size of the faux leather together, and I'm now stitching the 2 pieces, and because they are absolutely identical, I don't need to clip them together with quilting clips because I know they're going to fit. When I get to the darts that I've just made, again, look, you can see they fit absolutely perfectly. It's only my sewing that's going to put them out of kilter. It's nothing to do with the accuracy of the cut. Because this is the outside of the bag, then I don't need to leave a little turning point. Just make sure you nest those pieces, especially because this is faux leather. But look how easy it's cut. This is the faux leather, and look how easy I'm stitching it. If you want to do top stitching, then you could use a walking foot or a Teflon foot. That will help. But for just regular stitching, oops, what have I got there? Here we go. Now, this is the interesting bit, because so we've made the body of the bag. Absolutely. Okay, that's my faux leather. It needs a press. You've got to forgive me, I can't sit here and press, it'd be so boring. So that's my bag made. I've made the flap, which all I need to do is turn that. So we're just simple seams, Dave. There's nothing complicated about this at all. No. I've used the glitter fabric because I want to put that as the right side of my flap. And I'm just going to wriggle this so it's looking half decent. I've clipped my curves.
A really good practical size of bag to make, whether it's a clutch for evenings out, whether it's going to be for your cosmetics or whatever it might be.
Doesn't that work? Doesn't that work? Okay, and this is my lining, so we'll just ignore that for the moment. So, if I want to make a strap like the one I put on the white one, right, it's a 4-inch strip, okay, guys? 4-inch strip. Let's just do it so you can see. 4-inch strip, you can see how I folded it. So you're going to go into the middle, 4 inches, don't forget, and then you're going to cross it over again. All right, did we get that? And then what we're going to do is you're going to top stitch all the way down. Now, you could put some hardware on this just as an interest, you know, you can have that as a hardware. But all I'm going to do is stitch this into the side seams of my bag, and that will make me a permanent strap. But it's always time we need, more time. We need about 3 hours to talk about everything that you can do.
All you need today to go for to make these bags and make loads of them going forward is to go for your dyes. The dyes will never wear out. They're not a consumable. They'll just last you years and years and years. But the fabric is, of course, what you need to stock up on. Go for the faux leather in all those wonderful metallic colours if you choose, or maybe you love the kind of Neapolitan pinks and turquoises. And the the handbag furniture is here as well at a half-price deal at the moment. So silver or the brass effect. But of course the fasteners, you've absolutely loved those. The fasteners are flying. You're going to get 325 fasteners in total, 225 in this box here, and you're not being charged for that. You're going to get that as a bonus, worth $14.99. And there's different colours, and you've got different images. You've got flowers, you've got stars, you've got hearts, as well as circles. So now you can put a pop stud fastener on literally whatever you want.
And they are so easy to do. I mean, like I said, I was going to get you to do put one on, but
I'll do one before the end of the show.
Yeah, shall we do it? Shall we do it? Yeah. Let me just talk this through then, because what I'll do is at 1 o'clock I will stitch this so you can see how this works. So look, this is what I've done so far. I've just put with my quilting clips. I've attached the flap to the bag. Okay. Yep. Now a good little trick here. Because obviously I've got a right side and a wrong side of my flap. Okay, that's the wrong side, this is the right side. So what I do is this. This is my bag. This is how I want my bag to look, like that. Okay, can you see? I've got my hand out of the way. So that's how I want my bag to look with the faux leather. There we go. So that would be the front of my bag. So in order to get this in the right place, I get hold of the flap and I put it to the back of the bag. So I just flip it over, which means I've got the sparkly side, which is the good side, in the right place when I'm stitching this together, okay? When I turn the bag through, it's going to turn properly. And it won't have the lining showing, although that has happened before. Oh dear. Oh, that's not quite in the middle. So, let's just shove this along. So look, let's just concentrate on this bit. So now all I've done is I've attached my strap. Okay, so that's, I've got attached my flap, I've attached my strap, and I've done the same the other side. So with the lining, I'm going to now pop the whole bag inside the lining, and I'm literally going to stitch all the way around here, turn it through, and it's made.
I'm just thinking as well, with the handle or the strap, you could actually put a pop fastener on each end of that, and it could be a detachable strap. So if you wanted to have it as a clutch 1 minute and then put it over your shoulder the next.
Well, if you look at the little yellow bag there, so with that, I've put, well, sort of, I've made that more of a security thing.
Right.
So it's got a popper in the middle to hold the flap down. This is one of Sarah's envelope clutch bags. But the actual straps go over the top like dungarees, and they pop again at the front to hold that flap, and it's also there as security, because nobody will be able to get their hand in that. Good idea. So it's a similar idea.
But it's decorative too.
And it's decorative too, and it's fun, isn't it? So, oh gosh, how long have we got, Dave? Do you think we've got enough time?
A couple of minutes.
Okay, let's do a popper. You do one.
Okay, I'll do one.
We'll put it in this little purse. If you do the front, because that's the easy bit, and I'll do the back. Let's get white.
Now the fasteners, over 40% of the stock is gone. Is that I need?
Do you want
one?
the? Oh, I was going to give you white, but that's all right. You can go with mauve.
Purple?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
it matches.
And what do I need?
You need the stud or the socket. Doesn't matter which. Yeah.
So which one?
The other one. There's another one still. It's a little like that.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, got it. You got it.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need a stud and a socket and 2 buttons.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's just go for it. And now what you would do is find the middle. I find the middle. Da da da. Give it a little crease. I'm thereabouts. I'll make a little hole. Now, do you want to do the hole?
You do the hole.
Okay, I'll do the hole. So again, I'm just pushing that through between my fingers. There's my hole. So you need the tool. So you need to put the button on the right side of your purse.
Button goes there.
Yep. And the stud or the socket on the other side. Okay. And then you're just going to put the button in that silver dish. It just kind of, you just find it. It just does it. Yeah? Oh, you got it. See? And you can wriggle it if you're not sure. Give it a squidge and see what you think. You can always go back in again if you don't think that's done enough. Oh, that is 100%.
That's all right, isn't it?
Oh, how good is my training?
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Well done.
I do my own stunts now.
Yeah. So then all you need to do is mark the other side, so you've got the socket. Do exactly what I did before, what you've just done, and you've done it.
Job done.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want our machine and you want to get the bonus extra 225 studs today in all those different colours and different shapes, grab that now. One of the best things I've seen this week.
Yeah,
Love
it's great, isn't it?
Great time.
Love
a
it.
little gadget like that.
And it's colourful.
We're back together at 1.
Yeah, good.
If you want to go for the bag making dies, though, please do check them out. They're the one-day special. And don't forget the happy hour double-sided adhesive sheets. They go up in price in about 3 minutes' time at 10 o'clock, so get them before the happy hour deal runs out. See you later on.
Bye.
So yes, we've got cricket here, being your creative best in a couple of minutes. Then Tilly Rose is back with a bit of vintage fabric for you. Gift ideas with Frenchie. You know it's Christmas when Frenchie's in the building. He's back a bit later on.
Seams is the go-to hand cream for those looking to help maintain soft, beautiful hands. Luxurious yet incredibly lightweight, this soothing hand cream leaves your skin feeling silky smooth without leaving a greasy residue, making it perfect for crafters or any other busy hands that are on the go. To stock up, check out hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello, a very warm welcome to our cricket show. It is back and we're very, very excited. We've got a brand new show offer for you. And this is your cricket maker. This really is a great show offer, especially this near to Christmas as well, if you're thinking of treating yourself to a machine that will be able to cut precisely your designs that you ask it to do. It really is a sensational deal. And we also have a brand new guest as well, and I'd like to introduce you to her right now. This is Emma Jewell. Hello, Emma.
Hello, lovely to meet you.
A big warm welcome to Hochanda.
Thank you very much.
You've got the right hair colour for Hochanda,
yeah,
which
on
is
brand.
Great. It's great to have your company, and it's always great to have cricket, of course, but how long have you been working with the company?
About 2 years, and I've had a cricket myself for about 3.5 years, so I've been a cricket addict for a long time now.
And what do you like best about your cricket machine?
I just love the endless possibilities with it. Just that you can sit down and make something that looks like you bought it in a shop. You know, you can whip things up quickly, make gifts for people. It's just endless, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Now, if you've never seen a cricket machine before, let's talk you through what you are getting. £414.94. You are saving £37. Now, you can buy this on 3 flexi-buy payments. It's not just the maker. £138.31 today plus your P&P. And then the next month, we'll get another payment from you. And then the following month, another payment. But it is so much more than the cricket machine. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of the cricket machine in a moment's time, but let's talk about the extras that you're getting with the machine, Emma, if we can.
Yep, of course. So obviously this is the machine. It comes with a project ready to get you going right at the very beginning, so when you open the machine up you're good to go. So that's a nice little extra. You've also got your fabric pack here, lovely fabrics, because this machine can cut fabric, which is kind of mind-blowing, and it can cut any fabric. Your silks, your velvets, and obviously your cottons, denims, all of those things. So you've got a lovely cotton set here. Your tools, your weeding tool set there, which is really, really handy. I'll show you a bit how that comes into play later on. You've also got your washable pen there, because you can also draw with this machine and use it. Use the pen. And then we've got some vinyl here as well, some iron-on vinyls. So
that is a great additional extras to your maker machine. So all of those together are worth £71.95. You're getting those included in this deal today. Now, the cricket machine itself is worth every single penny, and Emma alluded there to the fact that it will cut fabric as well, and we're excited about that due to that blade that you get with your cricket machine. What gives us the difference with this blade when it comes to cutting our fabulous materials and fabrics?
Yeah, so with this machine, unlike any of the cricket machines before it, is the adaptive tool system. This is new, and this means that we can change the blades and the ways we want to cut. So we've got the standard blade in there at the moment, in here, but we can quite easily take that out and swap in, for example, our rotary blade, which we've got here. So I'll just quickly, I can't get that out, but you can see.
We'll get that in a moment. Yes.
But you've got this new system here. See this very fancy cog that slots in here, which means it cuts with way more force and is a lot stronger. And you can cut with rotary, the rotary system, which means cutting fabric is really easy and means you can cut a lot thicker materials, right down to your really thin materials as well.
It really is revolutionary. If you think about rotary tools that you use for your fabrics at home, how easy that is, not only to go forward and back, but also to go around the corners as well, making those smooth lines. And that's exactly what you're getting here with that rotary tool as well. We'll be showing you how to use your cricket machine in a moment's time, but here's everything you get in this offer. Remember, this is brand new today and is extremely excellent value for money. So you are getting the cricket maker machine. You're also getting the designer sample vinyl and washable pen, and we are also getting your weeding tools as well as the fabric. Incredible deal, and available for £138.31 today. That is your first of 3 payments. Very, very excited about that. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I think, or was it at the start of the month, we actually launched the brand new Easy Press, or presses that are available to you, because they were available as press 1. Now this is the Easy Press 2, but we have it in different sizes. So let's first of all talk about the fact that we've moved and progressed to the Easy Press 2. So what's the difference?
Yes, so Easy Press 2 obviously comes in the 3 sizes. So you've got the small one, the big one and the medium one, which is the same size as Easy Press 1.
Yes.
Easy Press 2 just heats up to more consistent temperature. It's just more amazing, really. But what you've got with the Easy Press is the ability to press on any of your iron-on fabrics with complete precision. So we're able to set the temperature and the time we want to press on for. So we're able to be really, really precise with the materials. We're not going to burn anything, or we're not going to have any disasters because we've done it with an iron, and it will stay for a lot longer with the Easy Press as well.
And the temperatures that this gets up to as well is going to be absolutely perfect for you. What I love about this, Emma, how they're ergonomically designed, so you can place your hand in there and you can lift that up. You can see that the whole of the plate will heat up from corner to corner, edge to edge, and that really does make a difference, doesn't it, Emma?
Yeah, a massive difference, because on a normal iron you're only getting a small kind of section like here, which is the right temperature that you need, whereas here we've got the full plate, which is heating up to the exact same temperature, and it's going to stay at that temperature, so it's not going to get hotter, it's not going to drop in temperature, which means you're going to get a way more precise press.
Yeah, really. It makes it even better for you. Now you're also getting the tray that you place that back in, and you are also getting the mat as well. Now this is important because you're probably thinking, okay, I can go for your Easy Press on an ironing board, but if you want to go for your mat, you need to, is that an extra? Yes, pop that into your basket. And that, oh, this is coming in the bundle. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. Sorry. I thought my lovely producer was just saying don't show off Janice. This is a show offer. I didn't realise this was included. Now you're getting over £50 worth of extras with your Easy Press. So the extras are the mat, we'll talk about this in a moment's time. You're also getting that gorgeous glitter iron-on. You're getting the brayer and you're getting the removing tool as well. Now this mat is really important because, believe it or not, there's some great technology in here which makes your experiences with the Easy Press 2 even better. Emma, what's inside?
So this is patented Cricut technology, so nobody else has this. We've designed it, and it's 5 layers in there which are designed to push the heat back up into the project. So all of that heat you're putting in, none of it's going to get lost in an ironing board. It's all being pushed back up, which means your press is much easier, much better, because both sides are getting warm of your fabric.
Yeah, it is. It's the best way to use it. Not with an ironing board cover, with the cover that you're getting now included, with all of that technology working for you. If you do want to get hold of this, it is available on 3 payments of £48.65. You're saving £33 on this introductory price. It really is a great deal. If you want to pay it in one go, you can do it. It's £145.96. Now let's show you everything you're getting included, but let's show you the other sizes as well. So this is your Easy Press 2. This is the 9x9 inch, so this is the next size up. It is available on Flexi, £56.66. And we've also got the 12x10 inch. That is the largest one. But again, the way that this has been designed with that handle ergonomically designed, you can put your 2 hands in there, you can lift it up and you can put it down. And if you do want to go for that, it is 3 payments of £80 on Flexi Buy. Now, something else we have on the show, which again is kind of a must-have deal, is our light pad. Talk us through this, Emma.
Yep, so the bright pad is really a fabulous tool when you're weeding, particularly for vinyl, but it can be used for so many other crafts. If you do jewellery work, or you paint tiny models, anything kind of close up where you're straining your eyes, this is fabulous. It's got the different settings of brightness, so the whole pad here lights up. So it's beautiful when it's slid down. I sometimes even use it for when I'm taking photos.
Oh, really?
That's a good
point. We'll be demonstrating this later on in the show as well. With that, you also get the brayer and the removing tool as well. £38.49. You are getting 2 payments for that. So first payment of £38.49 plus your P&P. Unless you're a Freedom member, then your P&P is included. And then another payment of £38.49. I can't believe I'm talking about Janice January, Emma, already.
I know.
That will be when we take your second payment. Now, if you head to the website, you'll be able to see all your vinyl, your materials. The Easy Press 2s are on there, the Brayers are on there, the iron-on sampler basics are on there as well. If you've already got a machine, this is the place to go and stock up on all of your accessories. We've also got the Explore Air on the show as well, so go and have a look. We've got a brand new scoring tool available as well. Do get ahead for that, because we are going to demonstrate that in a moment's time. So we've got the scoring tool, we've got the rotary blade as separates if you want to buy them, and it is a great deal. Plenty on the show to take a look at, but we're back with Emma now because we're going to take a look at some great demonstrations. If you have any questions, please email in. It is studio@hochanda.com. Or you can leave a message on our Facebook site. If you've got a Cricut machine, you want to show us any inspiration, then we would love to see what you've been making. Right, Emma, what we're going to take a look at first?
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the Sportflex vinyl on the Maker. So I'll run you through exactly what the Maker does and then show you how the Sportflex works as well, because that's new to the show. So really exciting. So here's our machine. You've got all of your buttons here. Now, you might remember on previous machines you had a dial here where you set the material on the Explore models. You don't need that now. It's all done on the computer for you. So we can pick absolutely any material, anything from paper all the way up to a chipboard or a balsa wood. This machine will cut. So we can select that on there and then it will cut it for us. Obviously, you've got your on button, the feed button here, the go button, this little C, and I call this the panic button. So it pauses your project for you. If for any reason something's got in the way or you've not stuck down your material properly, and just if you're in a panic, you press that button, the machine will stop. You can sort yourself out and then start again. Or if, like me, you realise you're cutting the wrong thing. So I'm doing that all the time. So that's that. Then, like I said before, we've got the adaptive tool system here. This is the accessory port, A for accessories. So any of your pens will go in there. I think I've got a pen example right here. So those can just slot in right there. So if you want to do any writing with your machine, you can do that as well. You can also... There is some other tools as well that fit in this little
So you
section.
can do your own artwork as well as drawing, can't you? Which would be quite spectacular if it's being drawn by a machine with the precision. Something you've designed, maybe, and placed into a file, which would be really cool.
Or if your handwriting's not great and you've got wedding invitations to write or addresses, you can pop them in the computer and it's going to write them for you in a beautiful font of your choosing. And then we've got the blade port here. So like I said, now this is quite stiff because it has to be in there quite safely. Yes. So just be aware of that. And it gets looser as you use your machine, but it's still going to hold your blade perfectly. This is your standard blade. You get that one with the machine. And that's perfect for cutting paper, card, vinyl, iron-on vinyl. Yeah, your kind of standard materials, really. Your everyday bits and bobs are perfect with that one. And then also with the machine, let me just find it, you get the rotary blade, which is this one, which fits in there. I will show you that.
Now, this is what makes the Maker stand out from the previous models, that rotary blade, the precision, and we've heard descriptions of like a knife through butter when you're cutting your fabric and material because of that blade.
Yeah. And you don't have to prep. Before with the Explore, you needed to back your material with a webbing or something if you wanted to cut it. And even then, you can't really cut, you know, your denims or your velvets, your silks, your really delicate fabrics. Whereas this machine, with this rotary blade, which is so easy to pop in there, pop it in, the cogs line up, and then you press them in there, and he's good to go. Lie your fabric on the mat, cut it out.
Perfect.
Beautiful. So just pop this one back in here. You've also got here, you
can see if we're cutting the sports flex, in fact I've got some of the sports flex behind me, you can see that, I'll bring it over in a moment's time. What kind of tool would we need to cut that?
Yep, so we would cut it with the normal blade. That
the
comes
normal,
with,
not the rotary?
Not the rotary blade, yeah. Any vinyl, iron-on vinyl, paper, card, we'd cut with the normal blade that comes with the machine.
Okay,
so you're
fantastic.
good to go. You've also got the a space here to pop your tablet in while you work.
Yes.
Because you can, of course, use the machine with your laptop or with your tablet or with your phone. You've also got a handy USB port at the side here, so you could actually charge your phone or tablet whilst you're using it.
That's
so it's
handy.
Really a full-on craft station here.
And
really.
where do we get the software from to use?
Yes, online. Design Space, it's called, Cricut Design Space, or on an app from your app store on whatever tablet device you're using.
And in fact, you can actually log on now to that. You don't have to own a machine. Have a look at the software, have a play with it, and familiarise yourself with it, and have a look at what's available to you as we watch the show, and then you can make that informed decision. Is it a subscription based, if we just want to have a look?
So it's free to just set yourself up right now. You can download the app right now. You need to enter an email and a password, so you've got your own account, and then it's all free to kind of have a good go.
Brilliant. And that's on the Android platform and on Apple as well. So how exciting, right?
Yes. And I would highly recommend that, and especially if you're buying a machine, download it right now so you can prep your projects. So when your machine arrives, you're good to go. You kind of know what you want to cut. That's what I did. I kind of got loads of things lined up ready. I'll just eject this here, this mat, so I can just show you quickly. I call this the snack drawer, but, you know, whatever. But you can pop tools, snacks in here, and you've also got a little magnetic piece here to store any spare blades.
Okay.
So that's really handy there too. So there we go. So I've just cut out the Sportflex vinyl on the mat. You get the green mat and the pink mat with your machine. The green mat is the standard grip mat, and that's going to be perfect for your paper, card, vinyl. Again, nothing too delicate. I'd go for thinner papers, you might need the blue mat, but your green mat's kind of perfect for most things. And the pink mat is the fabric mat, and that's a specially designed mat for fabric.
Okay.
So that's just worth bearing in mind.
Now, the Sportsflex, the details are at the bottom of your screen. You do get it in your makeup bundle. £16.99 if you want to go for it separately. And it is a sampler, so you get all the different colours. And to show you, I'm just going to step back. So you're thinking, well, what's Sportflex? Do I need to be sporty? Well, yeah, you can be. Or it might be someone else in the family who is.
Yeah.
But the whole point of your Sportsflex is that when you flex that material, if you are wearing leggings, it's not going to crack, is it?
No, it's perfect. It's going to stretch with the fabric. So it's perfect for any lycra, cotton stretch like these leggings. I've got a sports bra here as well. So it's just really great for those kind of fabrics. I mean, if you've got a daughter or granddaughter into dancing maybe, or
that would be perfect,
something like that, where they need like their name on the back of their leotard, things like that, this is going to be perfect.
Perfect. Right, I shall put you, young lady, back over here for the moment, and we'll carry on.
Yeah, so I've cut already some stars onto the Sportflex here. This is a lovely kind of, what would we call that, a purpley, it's kind of a petrol-y colour, I suppose.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. And where is my, there we go.
Now you're using the bright pad.
Yes.
Again, why would we need this?
So this means we can see much more clearly where our vinyl is when we do the weeding process. So if I just lift this up now, you can't see where I've cut at all very easily. It's quite tricky. We've really got to kind of look and see, like, oh, there it is. And that might mean I might accidentally cut through it, or, you know, it's going to make my job a bit more difficult. Whereas with the bright pad, the light shines through the areas that are cut, so I can easily see on here what bits I need to cut out and which bits. So I'm just going to cut off the excess vinyl so that nothing is wasted. Get that out of the way. And then we'll start weeding the vinyl.
Now, when you say weeding,
yes,
for anyone that's not seen this process before, we're not going out into the garden or anything like that. You do get your weeding tools. It is included in your makeup, but what are they?
They kind of look like dentist tools. They look a bit scary, don't they? And when I first got my machine, I was like, I don't need that. What do I need that weird-looking tool for? Then I started doing vinyl, and I realised quite quickly that this was my new best friend.
Right.
So what it does is it means we can just pop it into the bits of vinyl we don't want and pick away everything so that we can leave behind everything we do want.
Right.
So it's nice to pick up the corners, because sometimes that's quite difficult. You know, when you're trying to, you haven't got nails and you're trying to pick those bits bits up.
So we get the vinyl we want to take away, leaving the design, rather than trying to pick out the design.
Yep, so we're going to leave the design on the backing.
Yeah.
So we want to remove everything we don't want. So if I pull this off here.
And the backing is already there on the...
yes.
Yeah.
And this is a special backing, comes with on the vinyl, which is heat protected, so that when we use the Easy Press on it in a minute, it's not going to melt. It's fabulous.
Perfect.
What we can also do, so once we've got the main bulk of our vinyl away, is we can work into the smaller areas. So this tool is particularly great when you're doing letters, and you've got, you know, the little bits inside an E or a G or whatever. You can just pick these tiny bits up and get rid of them.
And look how precise those stars are.
Yes, so clean, so precise. And some of these, I mean, it can cut much smaller than this one, but that is quite tiny.
Now, if you do want the weeding tools, if you've got a machine but don't have the tools, £24.99, 154,470. Now, the light pad itself, it's a glass.
Yes,
pad.
It's completely scratch resistant.
I was gonna
so
say,
I can do this, and nothing is going to be damaged.
Using a sharp tool on there is absolutely fine.
Yeah. So if you're doing jewellery making on it, or another craft, you know, with pliers and all sorts of bits and bobs.
That's a good idea. Using it for jewellery.
Yeah, because you can see so close up with all your little findings. Yeah, it's really great for so many things, actually, this one. There we go. So that's that completely weeded out there.
It's a lovely design, I like that. And that was all cut on the maker, one design.
Yeah.
Didn't have to put lots of different information in, and it didn't take long at all, because we started that at the well,
just as the show
started. Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
Yeah, so fabulous. So now, let's apply this to some leggings so we can really see that Sport Flex in action.
Yes.
Should we do that?
I've not bought mine, unfortunately.
It's all right, I came prepared. Here we go. So I've just got some standard leggings here.
I was going to say, does it matter on the material that you're putting the sports vinyl on? Does it have to be cotton, nylon, Velcro? Right?
Doesn't matter at all, as long as you know what material it is, so that you can work out the settings for your Easy Press.
Right,
so
and where do we get the settings from?
Yes, so it comes with a handy little guide anyway, of just your standard cottons and everything. But if you've got something like more obscure, or you want a really precise setting, you can go online and there's a handy interactive guide.
Okay.
So I would say Sport Flex vinyl onto polyester or cotton, and it will tell me the exact temperature that I need.
Perfect.
So really handy, and it will tell me the time I need to press for.
Okay.
So that's brilliant. So let's have a look at the Easy Press while it's heating up. So we've got the temperature button here. If I give that a press, it will flash, and then I can change the temperature up and down depending on the temperature I need. I need a 140 for this, so there we go. And then I can do the same with the timer. So I can press time, and by the second, I can go up and down.
Well, that's easy to set, isn't it?
Yeah, so easy. And then it's done. And it will stay red until it's got to the temperature you need. So it's just dropping in temperature for me now, because it always starts at about 150. And when it's ready, that will go green. And then we're good to go. And that's the button that we press to get going.
Now remember, with your Easy Press 2, we have a bundle available for you, and you get the mat, you get the Easy Press 2, you get the iron-on sampler, and you get the brayer and the mat remover as well. It's excellent value for money if you do want to get hold of that. The details are on your screen at the moment. 3 payments of £48.65. Really important, that mat, because it's got the technology that retains the heat and sends it back as well. So it's not going to disperse and lose any heat like it would if you're using it on an ironing board. You need to get the best results, and that's why the technology that's in that mat is going to be perfect for you. So if you do want to get hold of that, the details on the side of the screen, but there are the larger Easy Press 2s as well. We've got the medium size and we've got the larger size as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the beep.
Oh, it's ready for us, it's as if it knew, that's what I was going to say. And this one's the baby one, and I particularly love this one because I've got a craft room. I'm a bit of a craft hoarder, and there just isn't room to have it out all the time. So this means I can have it away on a little shelf underneath and then just pop it up, and it's the perfect size. It's not taking up the whole of my table, and it means I can easily just pick it up and take it places if I'm crafting with friends. And it comes in a cute little bag.
Now, you might want to decorate that as your first projects, maybe. If you're going for your maker kit today, you can make and create your own little pattern on there.
Yeah, but that's so fabulous. You could even hang it on the door with that, you know. Hang it on the back of the door.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Space saving, isn't it? Plus, this one's perfect for baby grows. If you are a person that likes to do baby grows for people, I've got lots of friends that are having babies, and it's quite nice to just quickly whip up a baby grow for them.
Not whip up a baby, no. Whip up a baby grow.
Definitely not whip up a baby. And then that's a lovely present, isn't it? So let's pop our vinyl here. So to apply the vinyl, I've got the vinyl on the front and the backing facing me. So the vinyl needs to go onto the fabric. And we're going to line it up where we want it. So I kind of want a nice kind of star detail down the leg. I think that will look good. You know what I've forgotten to do? Preheat the fabric.
I wondered. I knew you was going to do it. You were just trying to get your pattern.
Yeah. So always with the Easy Press, just pop it on for 10 seconds or so to just preheat your fabric.
Yes.
Get that mat working underneath.
Yeah.
Pushing that
speed
heat
up the process then.
Yes.
Because of right.
And you'll find when you place your design down, it holds quite nicely just to begin with, you know. It gives you something to kind of get started with. So there we go. Pop it back in the cradle. Always put it back in the cradle.
Yes, I'd be tempted to do my own ironing with that. Save some time.
It would, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to place that down there. Get that perfect. Yep, that's exactly where I want it. So now I'm going to pop the Easy Press over the top and press this green button.
Now, the plate covers all of that design. If your design was slightly bigger, would you press one part and then move it and press the other part?
Yes.
You wouldn't move it like an iron?
No, you always hold it still. And you're just going to apply light pressure. And it only needs to be light pressure.
Are you okay over there, Frenchie?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. The show will go ahead later on at midday, so he's fine. Don't panic, everyone. Now, what are we waiting for now?
Oh, it's done. Yep, so we just did 30 seconds there. So I pressed the green and did the 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then we're done.
Perfect.
So we pop it back in here and we just check. And there we go. You can see that peel off. Perfectly adhered. Oh, that one didn't quite catch, but that's okay. We can get him in a minute.
Yeah, if there's any that don't catch for any reason, you can just go back and do it again, can't you?
Not a problem at all.
Look at that.
Let me put him on because he looks a bit sad, doesn't he?
Sad.
There we go.
Yes, don't forget to put the vinyl back on, otherwise.
Yes, and that just protects everything.
Yeah.
We'll put him on for 30 seconds.
It's you know, when you've got the right tools for your craft, for your trade, it becomes easy, doesn't it?
So easy.
And it becomes professional, and that's a great thing, especially if you're making to sell. If you've got craft fairs coming up, we've got lots of samples behind us that we can run you through and show you as well, of all the different things that you can make, and not just with the vinyl, but cutting out all different shapes. In fact, whilst that's just setting, let me just come over here, because this really is fabulous. So from this, with your cricket, that is fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
To then making and creating something to wear.
Yeah, so that's the chipboard, layers of chipboard. So that's the small layers you can see there are the thickest that the machine can cut. But I mean, look at that, it's absolutely fabulous.
It's brilliant, isn't it? That really is, and I love the font that's been used in that.
Yeah.
Very intricate, lovely. And you can do things like this, which is brilliant. So that's now done, and we've now got a pair of leggings to look rather fancy down at the gym. Yeah. Isn't that great? So many different things that you can do with your cricket, but you do need to get hold of that Easy Press as well to get those professional and easy to use transfers, which is the main thing. So if you do want to go for the Easy Press too, we do have that bundle available for you. It's 3 payments of £45.65. Right, let's take a look at the website, because this is where you can go to, and we can split the cost on FlexiBuy. So let's go for our maker. That's now in our basket. We're going to split the cost on FlexiBuy, and if we wanted to get anything else and put it into our basket, then that would be included in our FlexiBuy as well. Underneath there, you'll see Perfect Partners. These are exclusive deals for you, and you'll see there that it is going to be dispatched on the 19th of December. So we'll add all that to the basket, and then we can split that into our Flexi Buy. It's easy. Just select Flexi Buy and off you go. If you're a Freedom member, your P&P will be included, but if not, your P&P will be on your first payment. That's why your first payment is slightly different to your second, because it's got your P&P on. But if you're a Freedom member, then you're good to go. Your P&P is included. If you've just joined us, welcome. We are talking about cricket, and we're talking about professional crafting. We're talking about the Maker, and we have a sensational deal for you. We really do. This is a brand new deal today. 072943 is your item number. That gets you, of course, the Maker. Now, with the Maker, you get included your cutting tool, but you also get the revolutionary rotary blade. Now, this has been described like putting a hot knife through butter when you're cutting your material. And your material it doesn't have to be backed. You can place it straight onto the mats, and that will cut through perfectly. Now, previously, you'd have to bond the fabric, but not anymore. And that's why it makes it a lot easier to use. Now, this won't work with other Maker machines, your previous Maker machines. It's only the new. That's the Cricket Explore, the previous. So it's only working with the Maker. So that's your rotary tool you get in there. You get your cutting tool as well. It looks fantastic, and when you get this out of the box, let's just close that up, it's going to look beautiful, all packaged up very, very nicely. Now we can press the button, or it's not in my reach. I'll just lift that up for now, and then that will just slowly come up like so, and now it's saying come and use me. You've got the tray across the top. You can place your tablet in there, because you can get software and you can use that with your tablet. It could be Android or it could be Apple. You could put your phones in there if you wanted to. You've got some storage trays at the side there. Not just that fabulous Maker though. We want you to have a project as soon as you take this out of the box. Now, you're getting over £70 worth of value, goodies included in that deal. So you're getting your fabrics, which is beautiful. So I bet you can't wait to use the rotary blade and cut through those. You're also getting your weeding tools as well. So this is going to help you release your designs. You've got your fabric pen as well. That will fit into your machine, because that will go around all your different patterns, which is fabulous. You're also getting your vinyl as well, including your Sport Flex iron-on vinyl. You don't have to be sporty to use that, but if you've got something that you need a little bit of stretch in, it's absolutely perfect. So you get that included as well. And you also get your little pieces of material just there, and they come in the box. There's two little samples for you. All of that, £138.31. 3 payments. So first payment here in December, second payment in January, and the third payment in February. We've also got the Bright Pad on the show. This is for your weeding and other areas of crafting as well, like sewing and needle craft. You can put your hoops over there and you can see exactly where your stitching's going. Now, this is available on 2 payments of just £38.49. You also get your braider and your mat remover with that. So that's excellent value for money. So whatever craft you're into, that's going to be ideal. Now, the Easy Press 2, the 6x7, is proven to be popular. This is a show offer today. You get your iron-on sampler and brayer and mat remover, and you also, of course, you get your Easy Press 2, 6 inches by 7 inches. It's a great size, ergonomically designed, lightweight as well, and you're also getting your mat, which is very important because that has the technology inside to take the heat, retain the heat, and send it back up, which is really, really important. 3 payments of £48.65. The other sizes, the 9x9 and the 12x10, are available on the website if you want to go for those. Remember, it's precision heating, and that's what you're getting with the Easy Press 2. Talking about precision, let's talk about the Maker and what we're going to look at next.
Yeah, so I thought we'd just run through Design Space and how that works. Please. And then we will cut some vinyl as well. Okay. So let's have a look. So I'm going to set up a project. So this is your blank canvas. This is what it will look like when you open Design Space and you're ready to go. But you've got lots of options here. So you've got projects, and these are projects that are all ready to go. So you can just click on one of these and make it as it is, or you can adapt it to your own design if you want to. Obviously at the moment we've got lots of Hanukkah and Christmas things going on, some Thanksgiving projects, but there's hundreds and thousands of projects here for you to get going with.
Now, do we have to pay for any of these projects?
Now, some of them, yes. You also got the Cricut Access, which is a monthly payment, and that will give you access to all of the projects and images with the little green mark next to them. So we can see these here, any of these. When you're paying that monthly payment, you're getting those included.
Now, can we reuse those to sell on if we're making something, we want to sell it, we've got the rights to do that?
Yep, as long as you're making it with the Cricut machine.
Yes.
And with Cricut Access, I always thought, oh, I don't need that. You know, I'll just buy the images individually as and when I need them. But then at the end of the month, I realised I was spending way more money than that monthly amount. So it's worth looking at that, how much you use it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Especially, you know, you're like, oh, quickly, I need a picture of a dog. Pick a picture of a dog, then you've paid for it, you know.
Yes.
But there are also completely free images on there too. So if you don't want to pay for them, there are ones you can just search for there, and you can also upload your own images, which is fabulous. So
it's like going to a restaurant and buying things individually, or going to an all-you-can-eat restaurant. I know which one I choose.
Exactly. Yes. I'm coming with you. Right. So this is projects. Then we can move over. This is our image kind of library. There are thousands of images in here. Different ones pop up on this home screen, as you can see, lots of Christmassy ones, but you can search for anything. So say we search for, I don't know, cats just popped into mind, so we'll search for a cat. We're going to get up all of the images of cats.
Oh, look at that.
I know, what cute, look at this cute one.
And we do need to be connected to the internet to use this software. Oh, some great designs. Look at that with all the detail in the middle.
Yes, so many.
Scary cat.
Yeah. Ooh, he'd be great for Halloween.
He's so beautiful. He's scary. Oh, and look at the tabby cat as well.
Yes.
Detail. Wow.
Yeah, so we could do a print then cut with that one. So we could print it out and then cut the outline on the machine.
Interesting.
Which would be really cool. So let's just go back to here. I'm going to load a project I've already saved, which is in my projects here. So you can save projects as you go, and they're available across all of your devices. So this is my back catalogue of things I've made. So let's say customise here, and we'll customise this project. So I've loaded this design from the image library into Design Space. And you can see on this panel over here that things have got layers. So I can add the layers up. And those would be cut in different materials because they're a different colour. Now that's worth remembering. If it's on Design Space, on your canvas in a different colour, it's going to cut in a different material. Okay. So if you want it to all cut on the same piece of material, you need it all to be the same colour.
And we can change that?
Yes, we can really easily change that. And it doesn't matter what colour it is, but obviously when you're planning out your project, it's quite nice to see it as it would be. So what we can do is we can just head over to this little coloured circle here, click on it there, and pick any colour we like. I'm a big fan of purple, so I'm going to make it purple. That was the easy press just bleeping there to tell us that it's still on.
Yes.
So we should probably...
Shall I turn it off?
Yes, we don't need it right now.
There you go. You go to sleep.
Yeah, he'll
just
be
for a
happy
little
now.
while.
There we go, press it again.
There you
go. There we are. Yes, so we've got our layers here, and I can remove layers that I don't want. So I'm just going to go for this simple version, but obviously we could layer up. That's quite easy. So we can also resize anything on our canvas here really easily. So we just drag these little arrows to make it bigger or smaller, like so. Or you can press this little padlock, let me move that across, and that opens up the possibility for us to stretch it or make it really wide. We've got that option too. I'll go back to roughly how it was. There we are. And you can lock that back up again once you've got it how you like it. You've also got the ability to rotate. And then this one, I call that kiss it goodbye.
Kiss it goodbye.
But that will delete it off the canvas.
Do you know something? I'm going to take that from you. I'm going to use that as my own saying. I like that. Kiss it goodbye.
Kiss it goodbye. Right, it's gone. Yeah. So that would delete it from our canvas if we press that red button. So the grid on this screen correlates to the grid on the mats. So our mats have a grid on them, the squares. and those squares correlate to the grid on there. So you can measure things exactly, or I like to just eyeball it and go, oh, four squares by 4 squares.
Yeah.
Looks about right. And you have got the measurements on there as well. So if you're a precise crafter, which I am not, I'm a kind of hope for the best kind of girl, you've got that option. But if you're, you know, like to just eyeball it and go, oh yeah, that correlates exactly to that. So it's really easy to visualise how big your project is going to be and how big you want it to be.
Now we do have some more mats available to you if you've already got the Maker machine, and the £10.99 for 2 and the 12 by 12 cutting mats, so the standard grip. So if you do want to get hold of those, 288 874.
Yes, perfect. You've also got the option to add text here. I'll just do a simple hello. That will appear. And then you've also got fonts. So any font you have on your computer, so if you've ever downloaded a fancy font, that will appear in Cricut Design Space. You don't have to do anything as long as it's loaded as a font in your computer. But you've also got all of the fonts available to you here. Now again, some of those are on Cricut Access, so if you've got that subscription, those are going to appear for you. Or there are other fancy ones. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of fonts, as you can see, so you've got so much option.
Yeah, you really have. I've got a couple of samples here to show you. If you are watching, please do check out your basket. We've only got 15 minutes left of the show. Can you believe that? I know, I don't know where it goes. But just to show you some of the fonts and how they look, I mean, that's lovely, isn't it? And then if you want to do the front of a journal or a book, a completely different font yet again, and then maybe making and creating a card, different font yet again. So much there to choose from. Love that.
Exactly. Oh, perfect. Right, so I will just quickly cut this and show you the process of cutting. So I'm happy with the size of that. I'm going to go to make it, this big green button at the top. And here it's popped my design onto the mat here. Now, I can cut this wherever I want on the mat. So if you've got a scrap of material on your mat, you don't have to worry about placing it in a certain place. I could cut that there on the mat if I wanted to.
Yeah. You might only have like a small piece of material that covers like the top left or the top right.
Yeah. And also on the iPad, you've got a feature called Snap Mat, where you can take a picture of the material on your mat and then move the project onto there. So say you're working with scraps of fabric, you just snap a picture with your iPad and then you can move to exactly where that is. Perfect. So you've no wastes, which is really fabulous.
That is really good.
Right, let me move that back to a normal place. Now, if we were doing iron-on, we've got the option to mirror here.
Yes,
very important.
Yes, we must remember that.
So for iron-on vinyl, you always need to mirror any lettering or designs that you want a certain way round because of the way the vinyl cuts.
That's a very good point.
But you've got this handy button, so you don't need to worry about that in the canvas. You just click that button there, which is fabulous. You can also change the material size. I'm quite happy with 12 by 12. And then you're good to go. Then we click the green button down here, just hidden behind the logo there, but big green button. And then we need to select my machine. So I'm lucky to have more than one machine.
Now, how do you connect your machine with your computer or your tablets or even your phones?
Yes, so it connects via Bluetooth. So any Bluetooth enabled device will connect with it, or it's also got a handy USB. So you can just do it with the cable if you're not sure about Bluetooth or anything like that. You can do it with the cable. I find in my craft room, my laptop's over here and the maker's over there, so having a cable is, you know, always in the way.
Yes.
So the Bluetooth is just perfect for that because it's telling it what to do without me having extra cables everywhere that I don't
and
need
it'll
to know
work with
about.
your Macs and your PCs as well as your Android and your Apple devices.
So I've got the option here to select whatever material that I like. So I have some favorited that are my kind of go-to ones, but we can browse all materials. Now this is going to blow your mind. These are all of the materials that we could cut on the Maker. So we're still in fabric here.
It might be easy to show us what we can't cut, which I don't think is anything.
I mean, we're still in fabric.
That is a comprehensive list.
Yeah, and it keeps on going. But luckily, there is a handy search feature back to the top. So I know that I'm cutting premium outdoor vinyl. So I would just search premium. And there it comes up, and I can click it, and you get that little tick.
Brilliant. Now, if you do want to get the premium vinyl, you can get hold of that. Once you go to your basket, once you start to check out, you will have that option to add some of the premium vinyl to your basket if you wish.
Yep. So I'm just going to lay my vinyl onto the green mat here. Now, as this is normal vinyl, we do it face up.
Okay.
Make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm going to actually use the brayer tool to just smooth out any lumps and bumps that I don't want.
And the brayer tool comes with the easy press, and you'll see using that brayer on this light mat, it doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter at all. It's not going to damage it whatsoever. And this is a really handy tool, especially when you're working with fabric, to get all of your creases out. Now we can see on the screen that it's telling us what blades to use. So you're in no doubt about which one you need to use. It's going to tell you. So it's telling me I need to use the fine point blade, which is the one I've got in there.
Okay.
But the machine is going to check that that is the blade I've got in there. So if I had accidentally kept the rotary blade in there from a previous project, it's going to say, no, sort yourself out, put the right blade in. So that's
we'll kiss you goodbye.
Yeah, we will kiss you goodbye. So now we're heading over to the machine. The buttons you need are going to flash for you. So the feeding button here is flashing for me right now. So that's the one I'm going to press. So it's fed the vinyl in there. Do you know what I've done? I've put that in the wrong way up, but that's absolutely fine. We can
just to demonstrate.
Yeah. There we go. Fabulous. And now, because it's ready, that little cute cricket logo is going to flash, and that's the go button.
Now, why was that in the wrong way? Was it just where where it was placed?
Yeah, so where I've told it to cut was in that top corner.
Great.
But I was putting it in the other corner, so it would have cut onto nothing.
But the mat itself, it doesn't matter which way that is, it's where the fabric is.
Exactly.
Perfect, I get that.
Yeah. So he's going to cut that out right now, which is fabulous.
Still fascinating watching it, isn't it? Because of the precision that you get time and time again.
Yeah, every time I'm like, oh, I'll go and do something, and then I just find myself stood there going, what are you doing?
I love the way that the vinyl's just not moving at all.
Yeah.
It's just staying really still, and that is important whenever you're using any cutting device like this. You don't have none of that splitting or tearing or racing, charging back to the machine because the material's gone skew-whiff.
Yeah.
I love that.
And that's where the mats are really important. So they've got a stick on them which won't damage the material that you've popped on them.
Yeah.
It will just hold it in place. They're really perfect. And it's really, really important that you keep those mats clean, and you pop the film that they come on back on there, because that dust is going to mean that over time you won't get as much use out of them as you should have. Like I've dropped bottles of glitter over mine, things like that, so try and make, which means, you know, they don't work as well, obviously, so try and make sure you keep them clean and in a safe, glitter-free environment.
Perfect.
So that you're...
Now, just while that's cutting, can I mention the scoring tools that are available? Now, I've got the scoring tools here. If we could grab one of these shapes here from the back, we'll explain what the scoring tool is all about, because these are available separately to you. We have got a combo pack. Let's start with that. So we've got the combo pack. So if we start explaining what these are, then we can give you the details for the individuals.
So in previous, if you've got an Explore, for example, you will use this scoring tool. So this is the, and you can still use this with the Maker.
Yes.
And you'd put this in your accessory port. Okay. Now we've got the option to add the scoring wheel, and we've got 2 tips on this, 1 and 2. So
scoring wheel.
Scoring wheel. Yes. So we're going to get a way more precise score because this turns. So similar action to the rotary blade, of course, but we're going to be able to get way more precise, and also those kind of any curves you want to score, you're able to do this way more precisely. Wow. And this has got way more power behind it because of the power of the Maker, which means we can score much thicker materials, which is where the 2 different tips come into play. So number 1 is the single one, and you generally use that one for paper and card. So if you're making cards, for example, and you want a nice folder through the centre, or you're doing some kind of paper gems like these, we'd use the single one. Anything a bit thicker, so your mirror boards or your kind of thicker craft cardboards, any foam, felt, the double scoring wheel is going to be your friend, because that's going to get you a really precise crease on there.
Now, if you want to go for the combo, which is both of those that Emma has just explained to us, it's £39.99, or 2 payments of 20 if you want to get this home, or you can go for them separately if you wish, but I think the best value for money is in the combo. But if you want them separately, find the details on the website. But that is fabulous that you can now score all of those materials and make precision scoring projects. Right, we'll change the details back to the maker and we'll finish the project that we started, but I wanted to remember, just to remind you of those.
Yes, because that's so cool, the new scoring wheel. Especially for like children's homework and things. You know, your child's come home, needs to make a pyramid for Egypt tomorrow.
Yes.
10 minutes later, you've got yourself a beautiful pyramid. Right, so it's finished cutting our vinyl and it's flashing at me again to say eject. So we will eject. And there we can see that it's cut that beautifully. Look at the precision on there.
Yeah, it looks great.
So beautiful. So we can now weed that again on the mat. So I will just remove the vinyl from the mat. The best thing always to do is remove the mat from the material, not the material from the mat. Right. Particularly with card and paper projects, so that you don't roll your card and damage it in any way. Not that you will, but just it's much easier to do it that way and much more precise. So we're done with that mat. We'll pop him under there. Here we go. Again, I will just cut off the excess so I'm not wasting any vinyl, and then I can pop it into my scraps and use it again. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're taking the outside off, you don't take the whole sheet off.
Yes, exactly.
Brilliant.
And I could, of course, have just put that amount of vinyl in the machine if I was that well prepared, but sometimes it's easier just to cut it down once you get it out.
Yes.
What have I done with that beautiful weeding tool? Here it is. So again, I'm using the bright pad to help me see, and we peel away everything we don't want here.
So now remember, your weeding tools do come with your maker in that special deal that you can see on your screens.
Yeah, and they are really must-haves, I would say. Can't be without them. There we go. Now you can see, oh, I quite like to use this bit sometimes.
Yeah, you could use that as a stencil.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
pop that over different coloured vinyl, and then you'll be able to see those letters really clearly.
But quite often the piece that's your waste is actually completely usable.
Yes, love that.
I'll just pop it on the table there.
Yes.
Now we've got really kind of small, precise bits here, so this is where the weeding tool really does come into play, with these tiny little bits that we can just quite easily and quite quickly remove them all. And get rid of all those centres of the O's. And the good thing about this weeding tool is the end is sharp, so you can kind of stab it in and pick the bits up as well. Just kind of using it as a little hook.
And remember, using this on your light mat is absolutely fine, because it's scratch resistant as well. So even though you're using a sharp tool on your light pad, it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, really perfect. So.
Yeah, you can use your light pad with any craft. If you're sewing, or if you're drawing, or if you're looking at pictures, for example, need that extra light, it's going to be perfect for you to use.
And like I said, I use it for pictures of my crafts on Instagram. I might prop it up next to my thing just to get a bit more light on an angle. It really does come into its own in other ways too, which is so fabulous. There we go. I'll just get rid of a few of these tiny bits. I won't do the whole thing, as we'll be here all day.
You can see how precise that is cut, and the end result that you're going to get time and time again when you're using the maker, time and time again, because it's that precision, exactly the same each and every time you do it. So if you're making these, if you're batch making them, for example, it's going to give you the same results each and every time.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go with that, just so we can go on to the next step. Transfer tape I'm going to use to move the vinyl onto a cup.
Okay.
So this is really important. It's really handy, this transfer tape. So it's kind of like a sticky back plastic,
yes,
but especially designed to have enough stick to pick up the vinyl but not to keep it on there forever.
And you can get hold of that when you go to your baskets. You'll see those are available. That is available to you in the add-ons.
Yeah. So I like to just pop that on with the brayer. Turn it over and I can peel away the backing. And as you can see, most of that, if it wants to play, there we go, has stuck on to the transfer tape there.
Oh, that's good.
So now I'm good to go and I can put that on whatever I like.
So you can put it on a mug, on a plate.
Yes, so I've got a fancy little cup.
Oh, I love this.
I thought I'd just pop it on there. So this means you can really easily line it up as well and get it exactly where you want it without sticking anything down or committing to
Oh, wouldn't that be nice as a gift to someone starting the new job?
Personalise as well.
Could we just turn that light box off?
Of course we can,
There
yes.
we go.
Then we can see that a bit better, can't we? Yes. I'm going to use the brayer on here too. Yeah, for gifts for people, to personalise things is just perfect with this. So now I'm pulling back the transfer tape completely back on itself.
Yeah.
Pushing it nice and flat and leaving that vinyl behind.
And look at that.
There we go.
Oh, that looks so professional. And look how easy that was to design. And the great thing is it's going to be bespoke to you.
Yeah.
You can make and create all of those fabulous designs. What a great show. What a lovely show. Emma will be back at 3 o'clock today. 3 o'clock today. Just to remind you, here is your Maker Show offer. Please do check out your baskets. It's exceptional value for money. You get everything you need there to start and create some fantastic projects when you get this home. £138 today and 31 pence plus your P&P. Unless you're a Freedom member, then your P&P is included. 3 payments. It's on extended delivery and it comes with over £70 worth of goodies. So extended delivery means we'll be dispatching these on 19th of December.
Just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, just in time for Christmas. Can't guarantee it'll get there for Christmas Eve, but I'm sure it will. But anyway, just have to say that. 072943 is your item number. Emma, thank you so much.
You.
So inspirational.
Thank you.
We'll see you back at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
We'll see you in a moment's time. Please stay where you are.